It's a lovely day. Second game's about to begin.
As we can see, Hassan Mirza, so Canada College cricket team, they won the toss and they elected to bat first. Tell me. Good afternoon, everybody. So as we mentioned, Canada Cricket College team, they won the toss. They elect to bat first. Hassan Mirza.
And Cheryl Shah. Cheryl Shah's on strike. It's a wonderful evening, wonderful afternoon, beautiful weather.
Beautiful day indeed.
What is it, 20, 25? Something like that. Nice, not too windy. The bowler's coming in, number 13.
Okay, I would like to welcome back Mr. Lloyd.
The Dream Series, Dream 11 Series, USA versus Canada. And of course, the US team will be wanting to redeem itself and get a victory in this one, not just to bring the series even, but also for pride, Vijay.
Absolutely. So they will have a match tomorrow to look forward to.
Now, I saw the strategy meeting they had, and of course, they're now focused on this game, putting that game behind, and it's Avinash Chetipalli coming in, and
Absolutely. First ball, and it's gone for a boundary, and it's a four.
and
So excellent start by Canada College cricket team. On the pitch like that. Well, they get the rhythm going. It's a white ball. Down the leg, they will run for a single.
I was talking with Adrian Gordon earlier, and you reminded me that with the fast bowlers, landing on a mat-in, it's so much more difficult
It
than
is.
when you're playing on other pitches.
It
So
is
it's harder
indeed.
to generate the normal
Me
pace.
myself is a bowler, and I can relate to that completely. Playing on turf and playing on matting, it makes a huge difference. It's never easy conditions when you're playing on matting as compared to turf wickets. But as I can see them coming back hard now. They're bowling wide in the middle. They're hitting the deck hard. Lovely shot. They will run for two. Two is the call.
You know, we
Well,
could,
Hassan Mirza is a good runner between wickets. He wanted to go for a third. But he settled on for two, yes.
we just saw the 100 partnership for these two. In the previous game, they
In the
put on
previous
over
game,
90,
yes.
and now
Over
they've
90.
made 12 in the first over,
It's
so
like a
they're
deja vu.
past
We are looking
100.
at them again.
Yeah.
Well, over the years, I've seen they basically, especially about Hassan Mirza, he's a good right-hand batsman, and he plays good. He slowly builds his inning.
Sounds like you know a bit about Hazan.
I do indeed.
We
So
have
by the end of we're at the
Adnan
end of the
Syed,
first over. We have 12 for none.
Adnan Syed coming in for the second over.
Adnan Said is the bowler.
Also,
He
Wayne
looks
State
good.
University.
Short runner, but a good line of length. First ball, and was a good ball.
Adnan Syed, right arm. Gets quite a bit of pace usually. Here he is once more.
Good line of length. With that short run up, he's producing definitely a good pace.
Of course, you're watching the Dream 11 series. Dream11.com is a fantasy cricket website. Check it out. They are sponsors, and we really like the concept too of bringing fantasy cricket into play.
It's a lovely shot, and that will go
For 6.
all
It
the
did- it
way
did go all the
for
way.
6.
So Shuro saw showing the form that he showed us in the first match, and really just taking
That's
where he
exactly
left
why
off.
I believe the captain put him to bat again. He's in good touch. He's in good form recently. I've seen him playing a couple of games, and he's always he's a good steady player.
So let's see how Adnan Syed comes back here, and he pitches that one up outside the off
And that will
stump.
be a white.
So that's a wide signal by the umpire, and the score moves up to 19 in the second over. And of course, I'm glad that I'm wearing my nice jacket since they insist on showing me on TV.
Well, I wasn't aware of that.
nobody
That's for
nobody
sure.
warned you, right? And
Nobody
that's a
warned me
good
for
lawyer
that.
shot there.
So a lovely shot,
Is
and we'll
there
go
a
all
man
the
in
way
the
for
deep?
4.
No, there's no man down there. And that's another boundary there for Soros.
So I believe they're in a rush to put a good total on the board. The one thing I've seen about Canada cricket college team, they're trying to, and they're willing to, and they really want to put a huge total. They're aggressive by approach. They want to play some good cricket, put a good huge total for US.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if the captain Manik this time persists with his bowlers or makes the changes quickly.
Okay, it's a good ball. And I fielded down there, and he took a good catch. So the first wicket, Sharoz, who was playing very good, he looked good, hit some good boundaries, and he's out.
And that was taken by Vic Jairam. Vic Jairam, the fast bowler all around the batting, all around
And that was a good catch.
from Harvard. And a tremendous catch by the tall Vic Jairam there. The ball was skied high in the air and took it at the mid wicket. So the very informed Sharoz Shah comes out to the cheers of his teammates. Has shown us some glorious
Yogi's
batting
going
today.
in.
And
We came back happy. He had a good nick before. It was looking good. A little unfortunate.
Well, it was a good ball, and
It was a good ball.
of course, the uniforms for the American College Cricket USA team was designed by Anya Catherine, who's also our photographer today. So very talented young lady, and we're watching the USA team resplendent in their uniforms. Let's see them put up a performance worthy of that right now. And they have taken the very informed Shoros out of the attack by getting him caught at mid-wicket.
Absolutely.
And
It's a good initiative.
It'll be Yug on strike.
Yo, yeah.
And he feels for that outside the off stump, and
It's called wide.
and they get a single for that. So Adnan Syed, after being struck by Shoraz for 4 and feeling his attack in the first innings, was able to get a little bit of revenge by getting the wicket. Here he comes, right arm. And that's a good ball into the black hole there. And that's not a run, straight to the fielder. So he gets a round of applause from his teammates for getting that breakthrough.
He took a good wicket.
And
Got his confidence back. It's bowling good. You want to do that? Why? You want to do that? आजा तो sponsor को mention करना है? Sorry.
And that's now 25 for 1 after 2 overs. But most important, it is a breakthrough for the American team that they can be energized about. We're enjoying brilliant sunshine here as Obaid comes into the commentary. And Obaid, let me first say you've done a tremendous job behind the scenes here.
Thank you.
Working on so much of the logistics of making this event happen. So thank you on behalf of all the players and for being such a great host.
Thank you. Thank you for the kind words, Lloyd. It always means a lot coming from you, from such a great man as yourself. You've been in the field of cricket for a long time, developing college cricket with American college cricket. It really means a lot to us, especially coming out all the way here to Canada, coming up north. It might be a little bit cold for you guys, but it's good weather. The young lads are enjoying their game, and it's a good day to play cricket.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're going to get your chance now to do some commentary as well, because that's part of what we do. We develop the talent of our players.
It's the fun part.
It's one area or another we can show our talent that we didn't know we had, right?
Yeah.
I learned that I could do a little bit of commentary. I learned I could do a little bit of photography. I mean, there's no end to what I've learned about myself.
I haven't gotten the hang of learning Photoshop yet, though.
Photoshop. Here comes Syed. Oh no, this is Gordon. Adrian Gordon, what a glorious shot that was, and it was all along the ground by Hassan Mirza. But there's a man down in the deep there on the backward point boundary, but it was a lovely shot. And I've seen Hassan Mirza is the type of batsman that plays these quiet and lovely shots, not the forceful swing of the bat.
Yeah,
but
very nice temperament. He's always had his eye on the ball, always knows what shot to play what.
Adrian digs that one in, but of course there's no bounce in this pitch. And there could be a run out now. And the throw was not a good one. The throw was soft and not fast enough to get in there. But anyway, it was a run for the Canadian team.
Yeah.
And
27 for 1.
So Hassan Mirza, yes. Just to reminisce a little bit, it's actually a style of batting that I used to pride myself in. Here comes Adrian Gordon. Pitches on one.
What a beauty.
Shot. And this one will run away to the boundary.
It's past the boundary. What a shot.
This is by
Fantastic.
Yug.
I think that was, yes, Yug.
And he's been described as a very talented young player, actually under 19 for Canada. And you can see why. That was such a glorious shot. So some excellent batting we've seen from the Canadian batsmen here. As we see our
Yug has also played for
the
Yug has also played for the under-19 Canada in the World Cup.
And
So he's some
there's
young
an example of what the wicket is not doing. Adrian really digs that one in, and it just
sometimes it just goes out of the control.
it was like a tennis ball bouncing around. So I guess he wouldn't be trying any more bouncers today because
Keep it nice and simple with the line and land. Gotta
that's
get
a
us ahead in
clear
the game.
indication that
Yeah.
there's no bounce in this pitch. Pitches this one up. Another nice
Goes.
shot there. Will this go away?
It's
Yes,
there.
backward of point.
It's gone.
And it was nowhere near the
Cleared
fielder,
for the boundary.
so there was no chance for the fielder to get there. So Yuk picking up where Sharose left off, and Hassan
Keeping up the
just,
run rate.
just has to keep his end going, and
Yeah.
Canada is set. 35 for 1 after 2 overs. This is the 3rd over we're in now. Adrian Gordon
Yeah.
usually bowls off a long and fast run-up, a fearsome run-up as a matter of fact. But on a Madden wicket, he usually goes for the short run-up and slower bowling.
It's pretty interesting to see Hassan and Yug play at such level together. I think this is my first time seeing them bat on the same pitch together on the same team.
Mhm.
But I know they have some history playing for Victoria Park. So they've been there before. They've done this. They've been in the situation where they
Adrian,
keep the
oh,
score
that's
clicking.
a lovely
That
ball.
was a ball. Beautiful. Make the batsman struggle.
So that was the last ball of the 3rd over, 35 for 1 Canada. And you're watching the Dream 11 series, USA versus Canada, 2015. This will be an annual event, and we're starting this year on Memorial Day weekend.
I'd also like to take a moment to thank Black Ash Sports for their contribution for helping us get this event off the floor, and King Sports for helping sponsor our jerseys.
And Toronto District Cricket Association has been so gracious in hosting this series. Our appreciation to them. And Vice President Farhan Khan is actually playing on the team as an alumni of Ryerson University.
It's really beautiful to also see so many people come together and make something happen like this. See two countries go head to head, and with all the contribution happening here, with all the people coming together, so it's a magnificent.
Of course, remind you too that this event actually celebrates the 1844 cricket match between
Yeah.
USA and Canada, which actually was the beginning of international sports. Such a magnificent event because effectively from that point on, young men had an opportunity to battle peacefully as opposed to always on a battlefield. And this one is dug out by
Oh, what an attempt!
Yug, and ends up being a 4
It's a 4. It's
by
a
diving
4.
Manic missing it and basically diving over the ball, and the ball goes away for 4. So another boundary there for Yug. And
What are we at? 35?
and
39.
it's now 3rd and 9 for 1 in the 4th over. With Hassan Mirza on 11 and Yug on 5. I'm sorry, that was Hassan that hit that 4.
What also amazes me is that's how Canada and the US qualified to go to the qualifying tournament. That's also going to be pretty interesting when the two teams go after it.
Well, a major role was played by someone who's playing here today, Nikhil Dutta. We saw as we watch.
He did some massive damage, as shown in the
And
previous game.
swings wildly there.
Shown in the previous game, took 5 wickets.
Yes, he took
Amazing
5 wickets
how-
here today,
Yeah.
and he's been devastating playing for the Canadian national
Wow.
team, where
Yeah.
he took 6 wickets in one match in that
Yeah.
qualifying tournament, and he took lots of other wickets in the other games as well.
I'm glad he goes to Ryerson.
Nikhil Dutta, just 20,
Yeah.
and he's been playing for Ryerson as well for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
I first saw him play at the Northeast Championship in 2012, I think it was.
Wow.
So
He's probably a young lad back then. 18,
he still
17.
is.
He's still a young lad.
the gray hairs.
He wasn't an adult.
The gray hairs haven't come in yet.
Yeah.
He's still walking around without a cane. So the U.S. still looking to put the brakes on the score in here by Canada, because
Definitely want to come back strong this game.
yes,
make
and
sure
that's
they-
a good
they-
ball, but a glorious shot.
It's
There's a man in the deep though.
All right, Lloyd, I'm going to take a small break, And folks, Lloyd will continue the commentary. Thank you.
So Hassan Mirza playing a lovely shot off the pads there, and there was a man in the mid-wicket area on the boundary, so just a single. But it was a delightful shot to see. Syed once more. And he gets this one out again to the same. Will that be four? And this one runs away for four. This time it's Yug. And there was nobody down there in the deep as there was for Hassan, to the detriment of the American team. That was a four. So Yug moves on to 9. So I'd like to express my appreciation once more to Cricket Zone and Trophy World in the Bronx, New York. What a magnificent job they've done over the years with our trophies. The trophy that will be presented tomorrow, the 1844 Jodah Trophy, was made by Ravi and Cricket Zone and Trophy World. And I can't tell you how much I enjoy seeing the trophies we come up with. And this, we have a new bowler in the attack, and that's a good ball. Played defensively out by Hassan Mirza. And we often work together, Ravi and I, on designing the trophies. We're putting them together. I come up with an idea, and Ravi executes it. It's been a pleasure. So here comes, I believe this is Tushant Pillai, and that one got some height, and the batsman fishing it outside the off stump. Umpire saying wide. So Tushant Pillai from Syracuse University. Again, just concentrating on line and length and not going for the express pace he normally is capable of. And he certainly is putting it on a line and length right now, as that was a pretty good ball. Angling in on the batsman. So here comes Tushant. Right arm. Easy run up. Digs that one in a bit. That was a good ball. But outside the leg stump, and umpire says it's wide. So that one was moving away. Tushant once more. Angling across the batsman down the leg side. Umpire calls a wide. Into his left. And a delightful throw in. So excellent field in there, stopping a 4, one-handed with the left hand, and then getting that throw back directly into the wicketkeeper, not even with a bounce. So good feeling, but the batsman got a couple of runs. 48 for 1 now. We're in the 5th over, and it's Tushant Pillai, right arm, and puts that where. It's hard to see what happened there. Taken by the keeper outside the off stump. Brilliant sunshine. Clear sky, blue sky all day.
Good afternoon. Beautiful day indeed. Perfect atmosphere, I would say, for cricket, Lloyd.
Yes, and wow, that one got some height.
That one got some bounce.
Took everybody by surprise. That was off a good length, getting a tremendous bounce there. Must have caught something on the mat end for that bounce. And running away for 4. So there's been a lot of weather following the winter here in Toronto. So, of course, the field, the pitch itself is a bit soft. That's why we're playing on the mat end. And we've been seeing it in that the pace bowlers have not been getting anything for their bouncers. Even Adrian Gordon dug one in as Tushant comes in. And what a glorious shot. But there's a man right there, perfectly placed to stop that 4. So they just get, Hassan Mirza just gets 1 for that. Delightful shot.
Well, I would say, Lloyd, we should consider yourself lucky because we had a cold last week, and this is actually the first day we see the bright sunlight, and it's a beautiful day. Good day to play cricket indeed.
Well, we've been pretty fortunate a lot of times when we've played places with the weather, so it is a happy thing to happen. As my old friend there, Fitzroy, is right here.
So when you're going to Florida,
November.
Once again, this
Yeah. This I'll be in Florida in November for the
Please
regionals.
do check it out. Just want to remind everybody, it's being sponsored by Black Ash, one of the biggest our biggest sponsors, and also the Starship. We're actually having a big event coming up, so please feel free to contact us for any radio stations. If you guys want to register your club, please do let us know. Log on and check it out. Our Canadian College Cricket.ca is the link you can see, and it's a big event, and we can also help you to how to register your club from universities. So the bottom line here is what we are trying to do is promote cricket all over in GTA and Ontario, and especially in Canada.
Avinash Chetipalli coming in to attack once again. And perfectly placed ball there, treated with the appropriate respect by the batsman. That batsman is
Hassan Mirza.
the other end is here, and on the 19th made player for Canada. And another good ball by Avinash Chetipalli of Wayne State University. Normally opens the ball for balls first down for Wayne State.
I think it's a good change for them to put him down the order to bowl because he's bowling good. I've seen 2 balls right on the target. The third one, beautiful. Call for single.
That's an excellent piece of running there by the batsman. Scrambling for the single run there. Didn't appear to be any run there. And it's what you need to do in this format of the game or any format of the game for that.
Absolutely, Lauren.
Take those quick singles, put the fielding team off their guard, and off balance.
Well, there's one thing I can see now. It's a huge difference now. It's a,
Will he take that no great attempt, a valiant attempt, running and would have had to catch that running with the ball coming over his head? That would have been a tremendous catch.
well, I would say it was a good effort from the fielder. It was a good ball. So what I was mentioning is, Lloyd, to you. Now, when I see them, it's a different team altogether. They're coming back hard now. They're playing good.
Well, bearing in mind this team has never played together. These guys are from different teams. The captain didn't even know most of the players. It's very hard for them
It's
to.
very tough for the captain point of view.
So I wouldn't want to. You get out there, you play, but those are the realities of what they were dealing with. So it's really hard to get past that first game.
So what would be
And
your suggestion, Lloyd, as
There's
what
nothing
did you
really.
tell them
Oh well, yeah, I'm glad you asked that because there are certain simple
Because I
things
can
you
see
do.
the huge difference now. I mean, it looked like a different compact unit now.
Well, you know,
So I personally believe you did your magic.
well, it's fairly simple. You got to put that game behind you. You got to put any disadvantages you have behind you. That doesn't matter. As we watch Avinash bowl, and that's perfect ball there, and there'll be some good feeling, but the batsman, well, in the end he misfielded, but he made a valiant attempt rolling over there to get it. In the end, they got a run, and ultimately, it doesn't matter what disadvantages you come into the game with. You have to put all that behind you and just play to the best of your abilities
Absolutely. Just
going forward.
leave the previous game behind.
Yeah, exactly, because you can't change
Do
any
what
of
you
that.
can do.
This is where you are, and that's where you got to
You're
go
here to play
forward.
cricket and do your best.
And
So
of
as we
course, there's
move-
pride on the line. You know, every player out there wants to win, and when you lose your first game, you come in with a spirit that says, "No, I have to get revenge."
I want to fight back.
Yep.
So as we mentioned, that 6 overs gone. Canada College cricket team is 62 for 1.
Now that's a tremendous scoring rate, and they've only lost 1 wicket. The 2
Yeah, but-
batsmen with the wicket are set, so it's looking really good now for Canada.
Yeah, I mean they have a good batting lineup. Once again, they have Minhaj, they have Noman Aslam after that, Rahat Mirza, Saad bin Zafar. So they have a deep down good batting lineup.
I know some of those batsmen, and that's more than good.
That's more than good.
And you didn't even mention
Well,
Nikhil Dutta.
coming from you,
He
we'll
plays
take it as compliment. It's good.
we may know him for his bowling, but he's a tremendous batsman. Nikhil Dutta
Nikhil
as
Dutta.
well. So you didn't even mention that name. So that batting probably goes all the way to 10.
Absolutely. So the depth is good from Canadian College perspective. It was a good ball. It was a close call, and
And
it was
he-
call what? That was call out.
Yes, we're not on a perfect angle, but it did look pretty good from here.
That's straight, sir.
That ball did move right into him, and it was an excellent ball. But he has been
What would
bowling
you
well.
say? Was it in swing or off cut?
From
It
here,
was a mix-up,
it
or-
looked like that. He was, either of those.
It was. I believe it was off cut.
But it definitely did come in, yeah. And Avinash gets his reward.
So Hassan Mirza is gone now, the captain of Canadian College cricket team, and here comes the Noman Aslam. We usually call him Canadian College cricket team. They usually call him Beast.
Yes,
So-
I've seen some of his beastly actions, and that guy is a beast.
He doesn't believe in running too much. He likes to
You
put a
mean,
ball over the boundary.
you mean he comes from the Chris Gale school of thought?
That's what I believe, and that's what I think. So that's
He
what I
went
say.
to Chris Gale's academy.
Absolutely.
As
a good
Hassan
knock from
Mirza
Hassan
walks into
Mirza.
the pavilion.
The captain of Canadian College cricket team played once again a good knock.
So 63 for 2. We're in the 7th over right now for.
So I can sense it now. They're trying to fight back. They're talking to each other. So this is what I believe they should do. Talk to each other. Do the communication. Keep the spirit high. Now they have played the first match. They're looking more composed to me.
Oh, absolutely. It looks, there's a big difference how they look in the field right now. And that communication in between in the break really will help them get over that initial apartness of not having
and I was the
played
witness
together.
of that when you were having the conversation with your players.
Well, it'll be Tushan Pillai. Tushan is a tremendous fast bowler for Syracuse University. Here he comes.
Excellent ball.
Yep, looking for a little bit more pace than he has in the previous game. And again, it goes back to what you said. It's just a different looking team right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. They're trying that, and I've seen now what they're trying to do is they're not trying to put that. I mean, although the pace is the factor, but what they're trying to do is bowl the ball in the right direction. It's like right in the middle of the stump. Get the wicket to wicket, go by one.
Oh, what a
Beautiful
lovely ball.
Well,
yeah.
excellent ball. He got some bounce out of it. Excellent ball. Good to see some bounce.
I don't know if it's the progress of the day. It's getting a little harder. I don't know. Maybe that's too optimistic. But certainly you got a
Well,
bit
I
of
would
bounce
say-
there off a
well, I
fairly
would-
good length.
I would give the ballers the credit this time.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Definitely.
Couldn't have been that much change in the pitch. Another good ball, but this one's delightfully played away. But there's a man who will come around and get that one into the keeper, and it'll just be a single. So you're watching the Dream 11 series, and we really appreciate Dream 11 investing in American college cricket and this event. So if you do play fantasy cricket, if you do play fantasy sports of any kind, check out dream11.com. Another good ball there. Batsman not quite getting that away as he would have wished. So yes, dream11.com is their site for fantasy sports. You can find a link on American College Cricket Facebook page as well. And shout out to Jamie Paul Lloyd. Here comes Tushant Pillai. And that's a slow one.
It's a slow
And he
one,
gets
it's a good call.
slow one, he
And
beats
he's
him.
given out.
And he was bold.
It was bold.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my
the
apologies.
off
I
stump.
missed that completely.
And that was a such
Excellent piece of bowling.
From
Excellent
here, it
piece of
was
bowling
obviously
by
a slow
American
ball, but when of
college
course you-
cricket team, and
Of course, when you're batting there and that ball is suddenly not there at the pace you
you
expected
expected. It was a very clever ball from the bowler, I would say.
Yeah, you're caught in your shot, you're caught in your movement, and your wicket is gone.
So here comes.
So that's Yug going. He showed us some delightful shots. Under
Good
19
knock from
Canadian
Yug.
player. So he can be pretty pleased with his knock. And he was out to a
Absolutely.
pretty good
And
ball.
once again, not to forget about the fact they're young guys and they're playing good.
So we'll see Adrian Gordon come back into the attack, as I've mentioned a few
And
times.
I believe
of course.
Nikhil Datta is the man now who's walking in.
Yes, that is Nikhil, with my number on his back, number 7.
Number 7.
Yes.
What was the true number?
Actually, this is.
Let's talk about you
let
a
me
little bit.
Let me tell you the story about that. So all my life I used 7 as my number because that's my date of birth, November
Right.
7th. And then one day, I think this was 2010 or 2011, the University of Pennsylvania cricket team presented me with a shirt, and they just put number 1 on it. So when they put the number 1 on it, I said, "Hey, but my number is number 7." Well, it's already on there with my name. But then I looked at it and I said, this looks good. Jodah, number 1.
Join number 1. I would say, so you are the man, sir. You are number 1.
So I've been pleased with that number since.
It's
I
called
sometimes
white?
use it.
So number 7.
And speaking of my clubs, of course, the national champions this year, University of Texas, Dallas, ably led by Sharat Ram. Just as how we have Hassan Mirza here with Ryerson and now Canadian College Cricket, Sharat Ram is another example of the tremendous leadership we have in American college cricket. Here comes Adrian Jordan. Oh, what a lovely ball. But that would have missed the leg stump, so that they didn't appeal for an LBW, but they did express their...
So Canadian College Cricket Team, now it's 65 for 3. No, not to forget the fact they still do have a good batting lineup, and that goes all the way to number 10. So we have Minhaj to come. We have Saad bin Zafar.
Adrian, oh, what a glorious shot. Will that go away for 4? Yes, it does. Just eludes
And
the fielder.
it was an excellent shot by the beast, Noman Aslam.
So Adrian bowling a good ball, but Numan Aslam not caring. Put that one away.
As we said,
Two
he came
covers
from
for 4.
Chris Cale mentality and Academy of Thoughts. You know, he He doesn't believe in running too much.
Good ball, bad ball, whatever. I'll just hit this one for 4.
Absolutely.
Why wait for the bad ball? So Adrian
He will
Gordon.
go. He will go after the bowler.
Adrian Gordon, of course, will be upset by that right now. So don't be surprised if you see digs one in. Of course, he'll get no bounce.
Well, I would love to see that.
Well, there you fooled both of us. A full toss, and that was put away through the mid wicket
I
position.
believe that was
for
a
4.
attempted Yorker, gone as a full toss.
So yes, University of Texas Dallas, taken from nowhere. We started that club about 3 months before the national championships in March, and Sharad Ram led them to the national championship. First, they won the Southwest American College Cricket Southwest Regionals, which we played at Smart Choice Musa Stadium in Houston, Texas, courtesy of Saki Mohammed. And then, of course, they went on to win the national championship. Some would say they took everyone by surprise, but if you saw them play in the Southwest, you wouldn't have been surprised. Adrian Gordon decided to come around the wicket.
Where are you going? Okay. Noman Aslam is looking good. Excellent ball by the bowler. So after 8 overs, Canadian College Cricket team is 82 for 3. So 8 overs gone, 86 for 3, Canadian College Cricket team. Once again, this has been sponsored by Starship. Okay, now I'd like to welcome the captain of Canadian College Cricket team, Hassan Mirza.
Good afternoon, everyone. Canada is on the top right now, 86 for 3, and this is Hassan Mirza, live from King City. Noman Aslam is batting. He's looking really good at the moment. Nothing there. Nikhil and Noman Aslam building a partnership. Our Canadian College Cricket had a good start. Lost few wickets here, 3, but they are on the driving seat. 8 overs, 87 runs, and 3 wickets gone. Tough conditions for USA. They reached here last night, but hats off to them to pull themselves together and putting their best foot forward. Not a first good game for them, but seems like they're getting a hang of the ground and the pitch. Seems like bowler are hitting the right lines and length. 9 overs, 87 runs, and 3 wickets gone. Nikhil Datta is on strike. Very young prospect, excellent talent, extremely good all-rounder from Canada. He plays for national cricket and plays for Ryerson University as well. Good shot for a single. That brings Noman Aslam to the strike. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Starship, Black Ash, Corporate Cricket League, especially Afran Khan, who's been excellent, all across Canada. He's promoting cricket. Excellent for youth. Noman Aslam hit it really high. It was a single. Seems like he mistimed the shot. He's a very dangerous batsman. If he bats all 20 overs, I think Canada can pass 200 runs here. They have some young talent still sitting in dugout. Siddharth Patel is a dangerous young fellow. Then they have Hassan Khan and Muhammad Asadi. Saad bin Zafar, who plays for national Canada national team, he's still in the dugout and the next man to go in.
I'm here with Jag Rao, the under 19 the under 19 player for Canada. He has played in the World Cup and now he's playing for Canada.
Yeah, it's a great pleasure to represent our country and colleges here at a point. Well, as you can see that it's a great weather for us to play here and take an initiative of Canadian colleges and universities outside here. It's one of the things that we need to do here is to put out more and more of university to take us part in this and take a bigger steps, as this is one of the big steps we're taking right now. And it's a pleasure for me to represent this, and I'm just hoping that for the second tournament we're having here in the end of summer would have more and more opportunities for other universities and our universities to present and help us and show their support to bring up and take our bigger steps as we could. Thank you.
Now you're going to put that.
So 92 for 3. It's a good shot by Noman Aslam. That will go all the way. Actually, not all the way. It's actually gone all the way for the boundary. So as we're talking, Canadian College Cricket team, well, we have batsmen here. Shining batsman, Menhaj. Very good batsman, left-handed batsman. Very good all-rounder indeed. I've seen him bowling, I've seen him batting. And he made us proud every time he played. So once again, I would like to take this opportunity to tell you guys, it's canadacollegecricket.ca. You should link up, check it out. If you have any questions about how to register your club from universities, please do let us know. Also, check it out our page, Cricket North America, on your Facebook. Please do like us. We're putting a lot of effort for everybody here to see positive cricket. It's good atmosphere. It's a lot of work behind the scene. We have dedicated people like Ram. Excellent people, excellent teamwork. On a scoring sheet, we have Siddharth. So after 10 overs gone, at the loss of 3 wickets, Canada Cricket College team has moved up to 97. So it's a drink break, guys. We'll see you in 10 minutes. So good afternoon, everybody. So I will take this opportunity and I'll talk to the young man here, and he will introduce himself. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Hassan. I'm from Ryerson University,
Right.
and yeah, I mean it's a great opportunity for us playing for the Canadian college cricket team. And it's a great effort by Obeid and Hassan Mirza, coming up, collecting the players together,
So how
making the
was the
team.
pitch playing for you guys today?
Pitch was it was kind of slow. It was slower than expected. I think it's still the beginning of
We
the
had a
season.
cold. We had a cold last week. Remind
Cold
you.
last week, yeah. Even in the morning, it was kind of chilly.
Absolutely.
So I think because of that, it was a little slower.
No,
Yeah.
it's a great offer. You guys are doing great.
Oh, yeah, we're doing definitely our opening batsmen been putting in work. I mean, good, very
So
good.
tell me
opening
about
batsmen.
a little bit about yourself. What do you do? You bowl or you bat?
I'm a batting all rounder,
Okay.
but I also am a backup keeper, actually. But batting, mostly batting. Yeah,
Excellent stuff.
yeah.
Thank you very much for your time, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So we are back in now. After 10 overs gone, the loss of 3 wickets, Canada cricket team moved up to 97 for 3. Noman Aslam and Nikhil Datta. I will take this opportunity to welcome back my dear fellow Lloyd.
Well, Canada going well. 97 for 3 after 10 at a halfway point. So they look like they could approach 200, especially with the bat in left. However, the US bowlers have looked good. And despite the score,
Despite
they,
the
they,
score,
they have
and
looked
I
good.
would say so because they to me they look like a more composed team. They're fighting, and they're trying to hit the deck hard and trying to bowl in the right areas.
And they have certainly been doing so for the most part. Here it is Adnan Syed of Wayne State University coming in right arm over the wicket. And that one again is a
Excellent
good
shot by Noman Aslam.
But again, it was not a bad ball, just a pretty good shot by Numan Aslam. And these batsmen, of course, are pretty good, so they can take it to the good balls as well as the bad balls. So 98, lost 3 wickets, 10 overs, we're in the 11th. And this one is hit straight back down. Didn't quite connect. Let's see if the man running around in the deep will get to it, and he does. Rolling over, stops it. And that's Vic Jairam of Harvard. Avinash Chetipalli of Wayne State running around as well. You're watching the Dream 11 series, USA versus Canada, American College Cricket event. And of course, we want to thank Cricket Zone and Trophy World. And that's a good ball.
It was a good ball, sir.
Trophy was made by Cricket Zone and Trophy World, the 1844 Jodah Trophy, which will be presented to the winner tomorrow. This is a best of 3 series, of course, and it's pretty early in the season for a lot of players. Here comes Syed, and that's a Yorker length ball, barely dug out there. So I have with me Hassan Mirza as we watch Adnan Syed come running in, right arm. And that one's pitched up. A good ball, and there's a lot of appeal. Is he out? No, the umpire is not interested. And a disappointed Adnan walks back to his mark.
Thank you,
So,
Lloyd. First of all, I would like to welcome you to Canada, as well as the whole team of USA. Lloyd has been phenomenal with the cricket, both in America and Canada. So hats off to him. And I'm glad that in collaboration with Canadian college cricket and American college cricket, we are taking giant steps and we are taking cricket to the next level. So thank you.
well, you know, this is what I wanted to do for the game. This is what needs to be done for the game. We move it forward with, as you said, giant steps. Web stream in this first event, with all its imperfections, is exactly one of those giant steps. You know, it's
Absolutely.
fine to play the game. That in itself would have been an event,
Right.
but doing the web stream adds so much to it. And of course, it's experience for the next time, and it
Absolutely.
establishes a bar that you have to go beyond the next time. And
Absolutely. And
that's a key.
absolutely. And again, this is a wonderful facility. Thank you to Toronto and District Cricket Association, who hosted this championship for us. So thank you for the president, Mohammed Sheikh, and all the board members, Farhan Khan, and the rest of the team. So again, I couldn't be more happy than this.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned all the names of the key people, and because we are really deeply appreciative of Toronto District and Cricket Association working with us on this event.
Right.
As we watch, is this Vic Jairam? Yes, the tall Harvard fastball, and that was cracked in the offside. Will it go run away? The field is running around. Will he get it? He does. He saves it with his foot and stops a certain boundary. So
That
the
was a good
batsmen get
shot.
a couple. A very good shot.
Absolutely. And again, on this time of the season, the wickets are normally slow. But even on the slower wicket, Canada is off to a good start. But hats off to USA bowling as well. They have pulled things back.
Yes, well, the team is loaded with a lot of good bowlers. Um, they just, for whatever reason, and things didn't go their way in the first game. They certainly had a chat about it
Right, right.
and have come back pretty strong. Nevertheless, despite bowling well, as we can see from the total, the Canadian batting is really doing well here. 106 for three. We're now in the 12th over.
Absolutely. Canada's team bat really deep. So that's one of the big advantage they have. They have a very strong batting, not only bowling. They do have a very strong spin attack, and especially on wickets like this, this is definitely give them an extra edge.
Well, we saw that in the first game because the wicket is a little soft. It's really pretty good for spinners. We've seen Adrian Gordon try to dig a couple in and it
Right.
went nowhere. So
Yeah.
further evidence that
Absolutely. He gave me some short pitch balls. Said that's it. Nice
what
to
a
meet.
lovely
Good
shot.
looking shot by Noman Aslam. This guy is dangerous. If he bats all 20 overs, Ryerson's looking 200 plus. So good looking shot by Noman Aslam. No one has know me. Very dangerous batsman.
So four to the total, 110. And yes, definitely looking as though Canada could get to that double century mark.
Right. Interesting to see batsman. He was not happy with his shot. He was checking his bat as he didn't time it well, but still went for four.
Oh yes, there was something wrong with that bat.
That was
And
a
a
good
good ball.
Yorker. Good comeback from the bowler. Extremely well bowled. And on that note, it's the over. 12 overs done, and Canada is on 110.
So the USA MVP award will come from Renegade Cricket. It's a Renegade Cricket bat and gloves. So we haven't really seen who has been the standout USA player yet. But
Right,
of course, we have the remainder of this game and tomorrow's game.
right,
Of course, remember to tune in at 12 o'clock tomorrow
right.
for the third match in the series.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. So I would make sure that I come back strong tomorrow. But definitely Canada has a strong contender already. With Sheros Shah looking extremely good, made a uh, very quick 50 in the first game. Nickel picking up five wickets. Saad bowled really well, and a few other youngsters as well. So some good performances from both sides, I must say.
Adrian Gordon back into attack. Good ball, but glorious shot, and that'll run away for four. Make no mistake about that.
And that is gone for four. What a shot. Nicely timed by Nikhil Datta. He likes to play the ball late. He got some lazy elegance. A very young, talented guy. Again, if he continues to work hard the way he's doing, he would get to IPL.
He certainly, well, actually, he's going to be contending for a spot on the CPL roster. St. Louis, off the top of my head, the team escapes me. Lovely
Fantastic,
shot.
good-looking shot, but that would only be single
There's a
as
man
it
in the
was
deep.
well fielded. So Canada continues to dominate at the moment.
A direct hit
USA,
there by the fielder from the boundary.
fantastic.
Yeah, Nikhil, is such a talented player. We've seen what he does with the ball,
Right,
and he's a tremendous batsman as well.
absolutely. No Manaslam back on the strike. Oh my God, that is a glorious shot. One-handed six over the covers. That he has muscled that ball over. Wow, that's some fantastic shot.
What's his nickname?
Nomi, he's
No,
known
there's another one.
Beast.
There,
We
exactly.
call him Beast as well, because he can certainly hit. I would also like to thank Umpires Association, especially Mr. Shah Zafar. He's been phenomenal with the Canadian college cricket in the past and in recent times as well. So thank you for Mr. Shah Zafar to providing us with umpires and making life easy for us because umpires are doing tremendous job here. They are ICC. They have done umpiring at good level. So good to see that.
That was a pretty good ball by Adrian, but
Good shot for a single again. Nomi is looking dangerous.
turned one-handed by Nomi down to the backward point position. Fortunately for the American side, there was a fielder down there. So it's just a single. But another inventive shot by Nomi.
Absolutely, absolutely. He kind of reminds me of Chandrapal sometimes, his stance, but definitely he is way more aggressive than him.
A little bit.
And that's a glorious shot. Is he gonna go all the way? No, he mistimed it. It's
But there
only
was
for a
also a
single.
fielder down and deep.
Absolutely. So on that, over number 13 is done. Canada is 123.
123 for Trey.
Yeah.
So a bit under 10 runs and over, going well. Two batsmen in great form at the wicket, striking the ball well. So it certainly looks as if Canadian college cricket could get to 200, which will be a challenge in total. But the American side has a lot of batsmen, great talent
Absolutely.
on it. So it will be interesting to see them chase that and get close or beat it because they do have the bat end that they could do it.
True. Absolutely. Again, it's a T20 game. Um, again, 1-2 batsmen can really change the game.
As we watch Tushan Pillai come back into the attack, he bowled really well.
Nick is on strike. Driven, but no single there. Good stop by the fielder. So coming back to what we were discussing, Lloyd, it's again, as I said, it's a giant step for cricket, for colleges and universities, both for Canada and American side as well. I'm glad that people like you doing a lot for cricket, and this only will get better. And on that note, that was a good-looking shot from Nikhil, pulled for four.
Well, the shot he played was so delightful. The ball was rising slightly just on or about his kidney area,
Right.
and he swiveled and turned that away down to backward point for four.
Absolutely. If any youngsters are watching it, that's a proper way to
To play a shot like
To
that,
play a
and that's
pull
why the
shot.
word pull doesn't really do it justice because he didn't swing across the line and pull it over to the onside. He swiveled and played it delightfully to the backward point area.
absolutely. Good comeback by the bowler. Hit the good length.
But you see
And
there, and that's what's been happening. There have been some great shots by the Canadian batsmen, getting the boundary, some good comebacks by the American bowler. But in the end, the score is moving along very nicely for Canada.
absolutely, absolutely. Again, this is the T20 is all about. So good to see two competitive teams taking on each other. Nikhil stroked that ball for a single. That brings Nomi back on strike.
So to go back to what you were saying, yes, as we've talked about, the launch of Canadian college cricket is meant to do more than have tournaments. It's meant to work on the background, the infrastructure, helping develop the overall. As we watch Tushant, oh, what a lovely ball!
Absolutely, and at the end, good stop, smartly done by the batsman as well.
Yep, coming in from the off. And yes, it's meant to work more on the structure and the
Right,
details behind the scenes, just as we've been doing
right,
with American college cricket.
right,
So I know with you at the helm
right.
that that's what we're going to see.
Absolutely. Again, it wouldn't be possible without my team. I tried my best, but hats off to the guys who are helped me make that happen. Again, you are the guy who guided us, but the team here in Canada, they really gave me a hand to make it happen. I would like to mention few names who've been
Oh, please,
instrumental
please do.
to make this event. Ubaidullah Babar, tremendous leadership skills this guy has, and I have no doubt that one day he would, you would see him somewhere with the cricket. So he really helped manage this event. We have Ram, who is been instrumental, taking some nice cricket pictures, making videos. Extremely talented youngster. We have Muhammad Asadi, who is handling our marketing site. He is definitely an asset to the Canadian college cricket. And we do have Anis. He is a designer. So there are a couple of guys who've been instrumental, and also Imran Abdullah. He's phenomenal, and he's the one who's taking charge of sponsorship. So good overall team looks really good, and we do have some strong people on our advisory board. Farhan Khan, who's been instrumental.
As we watch that full toss get hit away, but there's a man in the deep at square leg, and it'll just be a single.
Yeah, so as I was saying that, we do have some strong leadership on our advisory board. Farhan Khan is one of them who's not only the VP of TDCA but also a director of the Corporate Cricket League, and he's supporting this event. Mohammed Sheikh, the president of TDCA, I would like to thank him for this opportunity as well to let youngsters play at the beautiful facility here. Ranjit Chaudhary, he's also the VP of TDCA, a extremely helpful gentleman. We have Jamie Lloyd, who is our Canadian fellow, and personally I like him a lot and respect him a lot. He has done a lot for the cricket. He is he was in Crick HQ before. He was the guy who handled Crick HQ and made it really popular here. And now he's working for Dream 11.
As we watch that one lofted in the backward point area, and the fielder will chase it down as the slow outfield doesn't allow it to go to the boundary.
Absolutely. So yeah, again, I'm really happy with the team we have. We can only go forward from here. This is a first event, and to make it happen in short time, it again, the team worked day and night to make this event happen. So hats off to all the team members. Hats off to the supportive team. Hats off to the groundsmen who don't get recognition as much, but again, at the end of the day, they are the one who go through all the dirty work. So thank you.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned those people because yes, it takes a lot of people contributing, and it's always nice when we do. Some of those people I know, and they don't do it because they want credit, but it's all of us, we like to hear when we're
Absolutely, it's a
appreciated for
passion.
our efforts. So
Absolutely, it's
so
the
that's
passion they have for cricket. So it's extremely delightful and nice to see that people with such big heart and they're taking their time out to make these event happen, and they're very supportive throughout. And on that note, I would also like to mention that Canadian College Cricket would have their event end of summer. So I would definitely we are getting overwhelmed with the applications we are getting throughout Canada. A lot of Canadian colleges and universities are interested in participating. So if you are one of the school who has not done it yet, it's time to do so because the deadline will application will close soon. So again, please talk to your school if you don't have a club. We are here to help you. Ryerson has been very supportive. Ryerson team has been traveling to American College Cricket. They go every year to Florida to all the championships. Ryerson, believe it or not, they pay about with the efforts of all the youngsters and the board of directors over there, the athletic department, and all the small organization. Ryerson generate about 15 to $20,000 per year to participate in these events. So thank you to Ryerson management to allowing them to participate in that. And I would also like to urge other schools and universities to support their cricket clubs as well.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned those figures contributed by Ryerson as a university, because that's key. Because what we've been doing with American college cricket is motivating as let's just watch the action for a bit, Gordon. And that's
Good
a
looking shot.
good.
That could be a six. Is that? Oh no. That was a good stop. Good stop by the fielder.
It made a valiant effort to take that catch and ultimately didn't. But
Good effort from the bowler.
certainly saved 4 runs. So yes, whether it's 15 or $20,000 that Ryerson contributes a year now, that's going from zero a few years
Absolutely.
ago,
Absolutely.
and that's from a Canadian institution into the game of cricket.
Absolutely.
As Gordon stroke comes in and that's stroked into the offside, it'll be a single.
I still remember, Lloyd, when you first helped us with the club, and when I first started, managing or coming up with the club in Ryerson. It was not easy to get funding, but by the time, by the help of American College Cricket, and by the support of the
Oh, wait,
people inside
pardon me, but
Ryerson,
what a delightful shot. Just picked that one up easily, did Nikhil.
good-looking shot.
A good ball from Gordon, certainly not a bad ball, and that was picked up over mid-wicket. Fielded down there, so they didn't get a boundary, but a great shot.
Absolutely.
The score, by the way, right now is 134 for 3 of 15 overs.
Adrian, back to attack.
The
Good
slower one,
shot.
full
It's been done
toss.
before, and that is a good-looking shot for it was ball was there to be hit, and Nikhil made no mistake there.
Um, I guess when you're in good nick, you're in good nick.
Absolutely, that's
You
why
get a good one, you hit it
that's
away.
why-
You get a bad one, you hit it away.
that's why his name is Nick.
Yeah, jolly old Saint Nick.
Yeah, very good kid and a good friend of mine. It's always delightful to have him in the Ryerson team, and we have a good bunch of guys in our team, guys like Saad, Nomi, Ubaid, Hassan Khan, Anis. We have good bunch
What
of
a
guys.
shot.
Good looking shot. 4 more runs from Nick. Nick is looking dangerous. Last 5 overs, Canada team has decided to unleash.
Well, actually, you mentioned this earlier, and I just noticed this about Nikhil because looking at him on video, you get to see it, as opposed to even when you're watching it live. He also adopts a somewhat Chandrapal type stance.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. Look, again, Chandrapal has been supportive of American college cricket. Guys like him, they admire him, and they like to play like him.
That's really great. Oh, this one is picked
Shot,
up.
that is gone. That is a big hit for a 6. Lovely timing.
What an easy looking shot.
Only timed the ball for a 6.
And
Canada
the
is
onslaught continues.
absolutely, absolutely. Canada is on the driving seat now.
146 for 3 in the 16th over. And it's important to note that the person bowling is Adrian Gordon. So we're talking about a pretty good bowler here, pretty
Absolutely.
good attack.
He can definitely generate some pace, and that shows the type of talent Canada has.
Definitely. So coming around the wicket is Adrian off a very short run up. And
Four
this,
more. He has lost his line. Under pressure. Adrian under pressure. Again, bowler like him can be under pressure at times too when
I
the
th-
batsman is in a good nick.
he seems to be not quite as calm as he should be, but also I believe what he's trying. I've seen him do this in an indoor. Funnily enough, I was batting against him in indoor nets
Wow.
one time I went, and
Salute to him to bowl you, because you're a one dangerous fellow.
and what he does is he uses a leg break action,
Right.
but bowls it fast.
Oh wow. Okay.
So when you're doing that, of
More
course,
like Shahid Afridi.
it's a little slippery too because you're trying to do spin it as well as bowl it fast.
Absolutely.
So that I think
Not easy to grip the ball,
No, I
especially
think
when you're
that's-
fast bowler and trying to rotate your arm, especially with the leg spin. You need a lot of practice for that.
Yep.
So. I
But
would
what
like to
was
see him
good
bowl
about
fast
it
again.
when it came off there, of course that was a different surface. That's an indoor facility.
Right.
When it came off, the spin gave it some additional pace and bounce,
Right.
and it was pretty interesting.
Good to see that. Finally, the fielders found the ball. So, Lloyd, tell me something. How do you like Canada so far?
Well, I've always enjoyed coming here. You know, I came here for years regularly. It's just since I've been doing American college cricket, I didn't really get to travel for fun. So as Nikhil
That
hits
is
this,
gone. That has been dispatched right. Oh, another chance for Nick.
and he seemed as though he was going to get it. He got into the right position and everything, but ultimately went through his hands. So Adnan Said will be a little unhappy with himself, as he did look very unhappy with himself.
Absolutely, absolutely. It was a straightforward catch, but seems like pressure is getting better out of them.
As we watch the very tall Vic Jairam come back into the attack. And should be interesting to see if he can make a difference here.
Absolutely.
158 for 3 after 16.
And
4 overs
I
left.
would like to mention that they still have pretty strong batting. A lot of good hitters of the ball still to come. Saad bin Zafar is next, and he's still waiting for his turn. He's been padded up from last 12 overs, but seems like these two guys gonna take it to 20 overs. What do you think, Lloyd?
They certainly look as though they could do that. What I would like to see is a bit of a change up with the bowlers, because that's what you do when your bowlers are not getting the effect you need.
That has been taken to the cleaners. That is 4 more for Nikhil.
But again, it's debatable what you can do when two batsmen are in such good form. Nikhil, of course, now on 4th and 9, a regular in the Canadian national men's team,
Right.
and he is, of course, known as a bowler, devastating bowler on the international scene. We saw that earlier today in the first match. He took 5 wickets,
And now he's
but
doing
he's
with the
showing
bat.
you what he can do with the bat.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that shows the type of talent a Canadian college have. If the more guys get opportunity, soon they can be representing national team.
Well, right now, everyone is watching him. Who's watching on the web stream? They're watching him bat,
Absolutely.
you know, in a role that they might not normally see him in. They're seeing him on a stage, sitting in their living room or wherever they are.
Absolutely.
So Vic Jairam, Harvard fast bowler, opening bowler, comes in.
He has decided try to hit it too hard only for a single. That brings Nomi the Beast back on the strike. And on that, it's a 50th for Nikhil Datta. Excellent knock. In no time, you didn't even realize it, but he's off to a 50. is certainly struggling with his line and length both, and that was a wide ball. Imran Abdullah just walked in. He has helped a lot with the Canadian college cricket. He's been instrumental, and good to have him as part of the Canadian college cricket. Nomi tried to hit it too hard, only for a single this time. When he hits, the ball stays hit. He's one of the cleanest hitter I have seen, to be honest. After Rizwan Chima, he's fantastic. And good to see the support from the national team members. Rizwan Chima, he's been instrumental. He is supporting Canadian college cricket, and he would be here with us tomorrow. So thank you for him.
Glorious shot there by Nikhil. Just played so nicely off the pad down to the back. The square leg area, Gordon Fields. Yeah, I was pleased to meet Rizwan in Houston just recently, and I've heard about his batting over the years, which reminds me of another one of the cleanest hitters I've seen. Let's watch Vic come run in, Jairam, right arm, outside the off
Oh,
stump, and
he missed it completely over there.
yes. Kushru Vadia, who
Absolutely,
played
from
for
York.
Canada and York University. For 3 years in American college cricket, he was our top batsman and averaged about 52.
Fantastic.
In
That's a
15
tremendous
innings,
average.
only one innings he failed, made 9, and the rest of innings, I think he made about, speaking off the top of my head, about 9 50s, had a century. Tremendous batsman.
Absolutely, no doubt. We have a good, healthy rivalry against York, and again, they're very competitive. And Khusro is one of their top batsmen for sure, without any doubt. He times the ball really well. I wish him speedy recovery. He has
From his,
some
yeah, he had knee surgery.
knee surgery done, so I
Um,
would like to see him on the ground. He's a good friend and a good batsman, so it would be nice to see him back in action.
This year's American College Cricket National Champions, University of Texas, Dallas, is another example I was saying earlier of where we've seen strong leadership in a very short time accomplish a lot.
Fantastic.
In 3 months, we started our club, Sharat Ram being the leader down there. They won the Southwest Championship
Right.
and then went on to win the national championship in the space of 3 months.
Wow.
So a very strong example of the kind of leadership we get in all the cricket clubs around, American college cricket clubs around the country. And you, of course, been a prime example of that with Ryerson. And now going an additional step, giant step, and start in Canadian college cricket.
Absolutely, and again, without your support, and even we did have the college and university cricket here, but again, there was not much help. But I'm glad that this time we have more help than before. So I only wish success to all the colleges and universities to. Oh my God, he tried to play that shot, but this time he got bowled. Well played, Nick. And on that, Saad bin Zafar is going into batting.
Well, the tail is coming in now. No, there's no tail in
I
your
would
team.
I wouldn't call he's our genuine batsman, and we only lost 4 wickets. So
I've seen sad bat and
yeah, as you can remember that in Florida he made one of the quickest century in no
centuries
time.
exactly.
He can definitely bat.
Yeah, that's when he came to my attention. That's that year. That was 2014. So Nikhil Datta, after playing a wonderful innings, really delighted us with some great shots. Walking back into the pavilion and a serious contender for the MVP award.
Excellent knock by Nick.
As we watch Obaid keep an eye on things around. Um, been such a hard worker for this event.
Without any doubt. Again, if he wasn't there to help me, it wouldn't have been possible. So hats off to this youngster. He's been
And you
phenomenal.
mentioned earlier that we decided to do this in a very short time.
Absolutely,
After the game
absolutely.
didn't happen in Florida because of rain and those complications,
Right.
the idea came to me that perhaps we could do it Memorial Day weekend. You and I discussed it. As Saad digs that one out, gets
Very
a
busy
single into the
player,
offside.
first ball, and he is looking to take a quick single. Nomi is a little slower because he's been batting from quite some time.
Or maybe because, as you said, he just doesn't want to run.
Yeah,
And yeah, we decided to do this in a short time.
absolutely.
And with the help of significant number of people,
Absolutely.
we got it done.
Yeah, and
And,
again,
let me say that my players who are here from the
right,
American team,
right,
what they've done is amazing. And the effort and putting aside. One of the guys who's actually, they're guys who graduated just 2 days ago
right.
and traveled to come to this.
Wow,
You know,
fantastic.
they're guys who just finished exams, and there's so much effort going on, and we have players who, for instance, got their visas approved. These were international students. As we watch Avinash come in, oh, what a lovely ball coming in on the batsman, but played very well by
Very carefully by
Aslam.
Nomi.
And that's no run. But yes, visas approved just yesterday. Well, not yesterday, Thursday.
Right.
And the effort these guys made to go to the Canadian consulate to get their passport stamps, knowing that it might not happen, it was just tremendous.
Absolutely.
And that's the
absolutely.
kind of effort we get from our students in American college cricket. And I'm telling you, the passion that they show is what we build everything on.
Absolutely. And again, it's very important, and it's very important to understand that if we have to make cricket big in North America, everyone has to contribute. It's easier said than done. So everyone should come out, support cricket, because again, cricket is for if you're coming from Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Caribbean, West Indies, Australia, New Zealand. It's cricket is your passion, right? So we need to be united. Whatever we have so many different channels, but we need to somehow streamline all of them and get support from each other to make it happen more consistently.
As we watch Avinash come in, and that
That's
one's
a white ball.
down the
Well
leg
kept by the
side.
keeper. I am impressed with by the job keeper is doing. He's very quick.
Well, yes, exactly. Norris, and let me tell you a little bit about Norris. He actually started playing cricket at age 19. He started playing cricket at age 19. He started playing cricket at age 19 after going to England. He was born in Massachusetts, grew up in Massachusetts, played other sports, baseball, hockey, that kind of stuff. Went to England
Wow.
one summer to visit relatives, have a
Okay.
holiday.
Awesome.
Saw some cricket matches, got enthused about it, decided he was going to come back. And as he said, if he could learn it, he and his friends, they would dominate. So thinking about, everybody's Napoleon.
Right,
Wanna
right,
dominate.
absolutely.
So he comes back, starts learning the game with another kid from his neighborhood who never knew anything about cricket.
Wow.
And so in 5 years, he's actually turned himself into a wonderful wicketkeeper
Awesome.
and an okay batsman as well. The other person, by the way, he won the John Bart King Award this year. That's an award that we do for
Okay.
the player who is not let's say, a cricket background, born in America, however you want to put it. But they actually come to the game of cricket and
Awesome.
started playing it and doing well. So Norris won that award past year. Before that, his friend, Danny Yetman,
Right.
won it. Because Danny used to be a hockey player
Wow.
for 15 years,
Wow.
a hockey goalie, and then decided, as we watch, it's
Wow.
Adnan.
That's phenomenal. That shows how popular the game is.
Well, among a couple of guys, but it actually is an example of what we can do a lot more of, or should do a lot more of. So
On that note, Saad bin Zafar is looking a little rusty there. The wicket is slow. It's not easy to go in and start hitting sixes right away.
no,
But if anyone can do it, I must say this guy, he's the right guy to do it. I'm sure that if he gives himself one or two balls, he would be hitting some clean boundaries.
Adnan said a
That was
good
a good
ball.
change. Good, smartly done. Good single by Saad bin Zafar. That brings Noman Aslam to the strike.
175 for four. We're in the 19th over, and Canada putting up a pretty good total here. The Yes team, however, has the kind of bat end that can chase that down. Adrian Gordon has made 145 not out in a Nationals game, as that one is pulled around for a
But
single,
only for a single though.
and
He is going for a quick double, and they made it.
and that's as it should be. There should never be a comfortable single in T20 cricket.
Absolutely.
Everything should be hurried, and I'm yet to see that in any level of the game where, of course, I'm sure you see it more in the IPL and so on, but I believe the first run, you should be charging
Gone.
down the
That
wicket.
was a good
And
change, good pace of
yes,
change, and Noman Aslam got out.
so Adnan gets his wicket, the fifth wicket down, and 177
Well
now for
played, good
five in the
innings by
19
Noman
over.
Aslam. He got out on 46, just missed his half century by 4 runs. And that brings Muhammad Asadi to the strike.
It didn't seem like he was out there for that long, but
Absolutely,
he scored 46.
he made 46 in no time. And we have in dugout Hassan Khan, a very young, talented prospect from Ryerson. He can certainly hit clean. And Nomi is getting a round of applause from the Canadian team. Excellent knock by him. Just missed his half century by 4 runs. And that brings Muhammad Asadi to the strike.
That'd be a good time to tell you, the Dream11.com is the place to go if you play fantasy sports at all. And like I said, I used to play fantasy football for a couple of seasons. Had a lot of fun with it, picking my teams, managing my teams.
Wow.
I'm looking forward for the opportunity to do that with Dream 11.
Absolutely,
in the
it's
coming year.
fantastic.
I'm going to do a fantasy team on there. I might even put myself in it.
Right.
But then I wouldn't be playing in any matches, so that my stats are going to be pretty bad.
Well, look, you have full control of your stats. You can manipulate them.
Shh. No one was supposed to know that. So let me get somebody.
I would like to thank our camera crew team, especially Josh. He's been instrumental to make it happen. So hats off to him. He is one of the source behind Canadian college cricket. He's part of us. So I would like to welcome him into our team. So thank you, Josh, for making this happen in a very short time. He is doing a lot of camera work for squash team, but believe it or not, this is his first few of the games for games of cricket, and he is providing us with some excellent picture here. So thank you, Josh, for that.
And the batsman comes running down the wicket and gets a. Oh, that's a glorious shot. He came down to the bowler. That's Saad bin Zafar coming down to the wicket. Coming down the wicket and driving that beautifully for four. And I have with me in our studio Nikhil Datta, plays for Ryerson University and plays for Canada and playing here for Canadian College Cricket. Nikhil excelled with the ball, getting 5 wickets in the first game as we watch Avinash come in. Right arm. And again, Saad comes down the wicket and lofts that. That'll be 6 runs. So, Nikhil, as we watch Saad take it to the bowling in this final over, you yourself had a great innings.
Yeah, it was a good innings. The pitch is playing well. The bowling is pretty tight how they're bowling, but me and Nomi managed to get singles and tried to dominate on the bad balls that we got and tried to get 4s or 6s on the bad balls, trying to get 10 runs per over, which is what our target is as for now.
And you did that successfully. As a matter of fact, I see you guys playing shots off of good balls even.
Yeah, the wicket is playing good, so you can play some good shots here, and hopefully it'll be a good game.
Now, one of the things I also noticed is that you've been devastating recently playing for Canada. Bowled well in American college cricket as well when you came to the Northeast Regionals and the Nationals. But you were devastating playing for Canada. And then today, this morning, once again devastating. I mean, what's different now? How have you become, let's say, better?
I think it's a good team effort. Having a good leader and having a good team around you will help you have will help your individual stats. But I think it's always having a good leader and having a good team around you, which will help you at the end of the day.
I suppose especially as a bowler, right? Because you want those people to be taking the catches, etc.
Exactly, like people in the deep, as getting wickets, a lot of it has to be about catching. And if your fielders can take outstanding catches, it helps your own performance. So it's a lot about the team that helps you get your individual performance better. But at the end, you can see that the team overall performance usually helps you win games.
Now, what are you studying right now in college?
I'm in Ryerson for accounting.
Okay.
And I've just finished my 2nd year, going to my 3rd year.
Wonderful. As we watch the teams come off, the batsmen and the American college cricket team, 201 for 5 after 20 overs. I would say that's a good total.
That's a very good total. They have a couple hard-hitting batsmen. If we can get them early, it should be a good game. But if they get going, 200 is a par total in this ground, and hopefully we can bowl them well to restrict them under 201.
Well, I'm sure you'll play a major role in the bowling now.
We have 3 good spinners and 2 good opening bowlers, and so it's just not up to me. It's about us all keeping it tight, and our fielders helping us at the end of the day.
Well, it's been nice talking to you, Nikhil.
Thank you,
I guess
Lloyd.
you'll want to have a chat with your team now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care. Back in a few minutes for the start of the USA innings in this American College Cricket Dream 11 Series 2015. Canada, 201 for 5 after 20 overs. It'll be a tough target, but there's a lot of batting talent on the American team. So we look forward to seeing this Dream 11 USA team try to get a win here. We'll be back in a few minutes. Force ball of the American innings. And that one is down the offside. Adrian Gordon opening the bat in with Manik Kutru, the captain and vice captain, opening the bat in, trying to take the initiative to Sid Patel. And that's on the line. Adrian trying to swing it away, missing. And Sid showing some good pace. So the American College Cricket Dream 11, captain Manik Kutru choosing to lead from the front together with vice captain Adrian Gordon. Here comes Sid, right arm. And that's a good shot. It's high in the air, it'll go away. The man then chases it down. And ultimately they got it too. So Adrian showing his intent very early on. And they will need this kind of effort since the scoring rate needed is effectively 10 plus, as USA needs 202 to win. Adrian hits this one, doesn't get a hold of it, back in the air, but short of the very straight mid-on. That's Aslan Khan, and there's no run. So Adrian did look good in the first game, but then tried to swing one around of his LBW. As Sid Patel comes running, right arm. And Adrian strokes this backward a point, and they'll get a single. Just a nifty little cut. And they run one. So the score now moves up to 3 in the first over. And having a long way to go, they'll want to try to keep this in the region of 10 runs and over. Certainly if they're in the early stages, if they're around 7 or 8, they'll be able to launch an attack from there. So 3 runs, the USA team, as Sid Patel comes charging in. And that's defensively played forward by Manik Kutru of Harvard. So the first over, well below the needed target of 100. But of course it's the first, of 10 runs. But of course it's the first over, and we did see Adrian Gordon showing the intent as we get a nice picture there of the bench for the American College Cricket team. Adnan Syed, Tushan Patel, Jaron Chacko with the helmet, apparently coming in one down. As Hassan Khan comes in. He also wicket keeps. Drops it short. Adrian doesn't get all of that. Will he be out? No, drop short of a charging in mid-on fielder. And going for the same shot he went for earlier and got up in the air and got 2 runs. Seems to be turning the bat somewhat face up and then not getting a hold of it. And swings and gets an inside edge on this one. He'll go down to backward point, walk in a single. Ideally, he should be running that first single and looking for a second if the ball is going all the way down to backward square leg on the boundary. There's a possibility of 2 runs. It'll be Manik Kutru facing. Tough task ahead for this USA team. And that one pops up. Deceive Manik. Lots of talent in this team, but what we've seen is that the Canadian batsmen have made the batting look easy, playing some delightful shots. Well, so far for the American batsmen, we've seen the pitch appearing to play a greater role, as this one is played down to third man and they get a single. Of course, this is the home ground for many of the Canadian players. Very familiar with this wicket, and they've played together, many of the players. That's a good ball dug out by Adrian Hassan Khan, the bowler. They're playing, of course, for the 1844 Jodah Trophy, which will be presented tomorrow to the winner in this best of three series, as Hassan Khan and Adrian's pulls this one again, not getting all of it. But this time fortunate that it goes very much finer than the fielder running around and gets 4 runs. So USA now moving up to 9. After the second over. But we've seen Adrian going for the attacking shot and not getting a hold of the ball, getting edges. So either he starts to middle the ball or will live dangerously if he continues like that. Sid Patel resuming. He'll be bowling the second over of this match. The 1844 Jodah Trophy celebrating 2 things. One is the very first international sporting event of any kind, which was a cricket match between Canada and the US. As Sid Patel digs this one in outside the off stump. Surprised about the umpire didn't call a wide. And having played that match, it really effectively launched international sports scene. Good ball turned around there by Manik Kuchru. They'll get 1. They could get 2. They should be running this harder. And the batsmen comfortably get 2. So the 1844 cricket match is a largely unheralded event, whether in sports or society, but it's such an important one, as Sid Patel was about to come charging in, and Couture wasn't ready. So we decided to celebrate that event in our own little way. Sid Patel, good ball. And it's wide though, down the leg side. And then the second reason for the name of the trophy is to honor the support and all the Jodah family has done for cricket, starting from way back in the 1960s. And that has nothing to do with me. That's their effort over the years, especially my father and uncles and mother and grandparents and the entire family over the years, even down to more recently. Here comes Sid Patel. Good ball, good shot. And a rolling stop there. So 12 without loss in the third over. Manik trying to drive outside the off stump. Want to thank the Ontario Cricket Academy, Derek Pereira and the Ontario Cricket Academy from right here. Graciously hosted us yesterday. And CricNet, indoor facility. Gracious hosts. We were able to get in a bit of practice, some of our players who got here early enough. And really appreciate their support of this American College Cricket Dream 11 series. And Dream11.com, of course, is a site for fantasy cricket. I myself am looking forward to building my own fantasy cricket team and playing some fantasy cricket. As Hassan Khan comes in, Adrian tries to pull this one across the line and doesn't get a hold of it. So, with me. Come on. Yeah. Adrian on strike. Hassan Khan coming in. 13 without loss. As Adrian works this one down to the long on position, widest position, and they get a single. So moving the score along, as long as they keep doing that without losing wickets, the potential is there for them to launch an attack. Here comes Hassan Khan. Outside the off stump wide, and it's cracked away by Adrian. Will this run away for 4? Saad Zafar is chasing it down. He'll get to it. The outfield is not as fast as it looks. The grass is cut beautifully, but it's slightly soft in the outfield from all the rain that has recently happened, not to mention winter before that. So the batsman restricted from getting a boundary there, and it's Adrian is on 10, Kutcher is on 3, 16 without loss in the 4th over. And it's been remarkable at the clear sky that we've had here all day. Brilliant sunshine, though on the cool side. Outside the off stump, playing over that one is Manik Kutcher. No run. The USA MVP will be presented with a Renegade cricket bat and gloves. As Kutcher drives this one nicely over the top. Will this go away for 4? It certainly is well ahead of the fielder and 4. So pretty good shot there from Kutcher. Turning the face of the bat out to get it where he wanted it and lofting it over the inner field for 4 runs. So the score moves on to 20 in the 4th over. Well, the end of the 4th over. So the scoring rate is picked up to 5. Well under the desired 10, but of course it's in the early stages. And it's really important that this team gets a solid start. And a pretty good pair to do that, as these two are very strong attacking batsmen. Here comes Sid Patel. And a Yorker length ball, very good ball. Gordon has no choice but to play defensively. And we'll have a look a little later at the 1844 Jodah Trophy. And this one attempted drive by Adrian. He gets an edge, goes down to the wide long leg position, and it's a single. Our trophies are usually designed by me and made by Ravi and Cricket Zone and Trophy World. So if you are looking to get trophies, looking to get cricket gear, contact Cricket Zone in the Bronx, USA. You can do it online as well, of course, so you can reach them anytime from anywhere, and he'll ship it to you. So Sid Patel, the bowler, will be bowled into Adrian Gordon. And here comes Sid Patel, right arm. Yorker, and Adrian digs it out, and they'll get a single. Pretty good job digging that one out. Good ball by Sid. 22 without loss. There must be something wrong with Adrian's bat. He's signaling for a replacement bat. Well, I did see him earlier with 2 bats, so I don't know what happened to the other one. So a change of bats here for Adrian. And we're looking forward to when we'll see more Renegade bats. Renegade, a brand started by Pro Crick Shop. And this is nicely played out in the offside, but no run straight to fielder. Black Ash, of course, a sponsor for Canadian college cricket. Urge you support them as well. And Sid Patel comes running in. Oh, and he beats the drive-in bat of Manik. A dive-in wicketkeeper. Couldn't quite stop it, so they do get a bye. And you get a shot there of the USA team. And that's Vic Jairam, Adnan Syed. As the captain and vice captain have a chat in the middle. Discussing strategy. What do they do at this point? They've established a start. Do they pick it up? What will be the move here? So you want to come on the commentary? Yeah. Get a mic. And this is driven nicely into the mid-off area. They think about a single, but don't get it. And joining me on the commentary right now is Tushant Pillai from Syracuse University as we watch Hassan Khan come running in and Manik swinging outside the off stump. Now Tushant,
Yes, Lloyd.
not a
evening,
bad
everyone.
start
Yeah.
right now by the USA team. But what do you think should be the strategy at this point?
I think we're just trying to save up the wicket still for a bit, and just so you rotate the strike. And then when you reach around 12 to 13 overs.
As this one is driven out into covers, deep, and it's 4. Well placed, and that's 4 runs.
As I said, we're just trying to save up the wickets right now and keep rotating the strike. And then once we reach around 12 or 13 overs, then start attacking the ball.
So you think the attack should come as late as the 13th over?
I mean, we shouldn't have any dot balls right now. Just keep rotating the strike, and then just a loose ball, go for it. But the most important thing is to,
well, as
like
we
I
speak,
said, that was a loose ball, and then, yeah, beautiful shot.
And that one went for 6, right down here in the long on position. Yeah, Manik got a hold of that one well.
That's what I think we should do. Just wait for the loose ball and keep rotating the strike otherwise.
Well, right now we do have the batsmen there who I know can do that. Adrian Gordon and Manik are very attacking players. Now, I've noticed you yourself have been bowling off a short run, not looking for pace. Any reason for that?
It was just some points we got off the first game. When we tried to bowl with a lot of pace, they were scoring off a lot of runs. So we changed our tactics.
A full toss, and that's pulled away. That'll be 4 runs. So Manik getting 2 boundaries in a row. Well, first was a 6, this one's a 4. So picking up the score in there, now it moves up to 38 without loss in the 5th over.
Yeah, so almost 10 runs and over. Right now we are going as to plan.
So you were saying that you just deliberately decided you were not going to
because we just tried bowling some slow balls and getting our variations in, and those are the deliveries that got us the wickets. So I think the captain spoke to the bowlers, and we just planned to switch up the pace and bowl a little slower.
Here we see Hassan Khan trying to dig that one in, and he perhaps he didn't see Adrian Gordon trying that, and there's no bounce in that wicket.
Yeah.
So score now 39 without loss. So the American opening pair looking pretty good.
I think we are going at a good rate right now.
And Adrian on 11. And we'll take a water break at this point. So as Kima, 6'4", 6'5", off spinner batsman. So it's 39 runs in 5 overs, scoring rate of just under 8 runs. So this is exactly, I would say, where you want the team to be, Tushan.
We are going exactly as we planned right now.
Here comes, it's a new bowler. Oh, beautiful ball. That one came back at the batsman, causing him
That's
to
the
jump
odd
back.
bouncer.
Right arm. Another good ball. And he's bowling to a man who just hit 6 and a 4 in the previous over. So doing a good job in this first 2 deliveries of containing the batsman. I
think Manik has got his eye in now. Hopefully he can bat throughout the innings.
Oh, he looks to have gotten an edge there and got the benefit of it. And 4 runs. So 4 more for Manik. And the score moves on to 43 in the 6th over. 43 without loss. USA chased in a score of 201 and making a game of it here, Tushan.
For sure.
This is Yawinder Sharma. Yawinder from University of Fraser Valley. Came all the way from the West Coast, British Columbia, and bowling really well here. So there's a single. And he has not only been a good player for his team, but he himself has been a club president and did everything that needed to be done to get the team from British Columbia all the way to Florida for the American College Cricket National Championship. And a good ball, but Adrian plays one of those Adrian Gordon shots, spinning and hitting that one for 4 backward of point. So a typical Adrian Gordon type shot. When he's on the go, he looks like those West Indian batsmen of old, like Gordon Greenidge and Desmond Haynes, Alvin Caltran. In fact, when I first saw Adrian bat, it was an amazing innings that he played back in New York. And after the innings, I found out he was a fast bowler, not a batsman. But actually, he is a pretty good batsman. But he was known for his fast bowling. At the time, in the year or 2 afterwards, he became the fastest bowler in the U.S. Went on to start a club with me at NYU Poly. And this one is played away. Will it go away for 4? It does.
Yeah.
Along the ground. Didn't seem to quite get hold of it, but he got hold of it well enough for it to run away for 4. So the U.S. team moving along nicely. And Adrian Gordon and Manik Kutru playing their shots right now. A good over, though. Many of the balls that Yawinder bowled were pretty good. But just as we saw when your team was bowling, you guys bowled a lot of good balls, but the batsmen were in such good flow that they
Yeah.
were hitting even the good balls for boundaries.
Yeah, the most important thing is to wait there and get your eye in. If you get your eye in, then it's going to be really easy to score your runs.
Well, it looks as though these two have their eye in at this
Yeah.
point. And 52 after 6 overs, 52 without loss. So that effectively gives us a scoring rate of
Just above 8.
yes. So you're watching the Dream 11 USA versus Canada series. And this is the first year we're doing this. It will be an annual feature, of course. And probably alternate, played in the US, played in Canada, every year going forward. Or we may even consider doing it twice a year if it's logistically possible. The US. And of course, a reminder that. Oh, and that's a good ball.
It's
And good
unfortunate.
ball there, and just came back at him there, got the outside edge of the bat. Just when things were looking great for the US team, and getting the breakthrough there, popped up in the air and caught at a sort of a. What position is that?
Oh, I think that was point. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of halfway between gully and point. So the USA team lose their first wicket. Nevertheless, they've put up a good start. Great to launch from here. Right, Tushan?
Yeah. I think they've set the base now. It's just for the rest of the batsmen to continue it.
So Manik Kutru, after a good innings, walks back to the pavilion. Must be bittersweet right now because he did play a good innings up to that point, but then of course not happy with himself for getting out.
That's right.
You are.
He would have definitely liked to bat throughout the innings as he got his eye in. It's unfortunate for him to get out in that manner.
So you're listening to, I'm of course Lloyd Jodah, founder and president of American College Cricket, and with me is Tushan Pillai, fast bowler, Syracuse University, today playing for the American College Cricket Dream 11 USA team as Obaid comes running in outside the off stump. Now I must say that there's a certain degree of satisfaction for seeing Obaid get some success. He himself is behind the scenes, apart from being a player.
That's right.
Worked so hard to make this event
Yes.
happen, and contributed so much. So a lot of us here are pleased that he's seen some success on the field as well. And that's an example of what we have in American college cricket and now Canadian college cricket. Players, students who are given so much to the game, not just on the field but off the field. And you actually are an example of that in your cricket club in Syracuse.
Yeah.
How's the? I guess you've shut down activities for the summer break, right?
Actually, we started playing last month, and we got a summer schedule, and we started playing for summer break as most of the players are staying back in Syracuse for this summer. So.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a bit unusual, but that's great. You guys are probably
Yes,
going to have
yeah.
some internal table tournaments
Yes.
as well.
Yep.
I think I saw a bit of that news.
Yeah. I
Right,
think
yeah.
we put some videos on Facebook
Yeah.
page.
Good. So here comes Obaid. Outside the off stump, playing and missing. I thought the umpire would want to signal a wide there, and he did. So Tushant, I guess you have to go get ready
Yes.
just in case they need you
I
with
would
the bat.
I would like to thank Lloyd for giving us this platform and American College Cricket. Thank you very much, and hope you all have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
So Obaid coming in and doing the job effectively here, and getting a breakthrough, taking the wicket of Manik Kutru, the USA captain, after a very good innings by Manik. And, of course, now getting the second wicket. So, once again, this is a bit disappointing here for the USA team. A solid start and then losing two quick wickets. Jaren Chaco, the second wicket, walks back dejected to the pavilion as the 6-5 as Kimo walks out to the wicket as joining his fellow former NYU Polytechnic player and captain Adrian Gordon, as of course also bowls off spin and didn't have any success in the first game. As a matter of fact, was treated rather harshly by the Canadian batsman. And joining me back once again is Wajid. Waji, brother of Hassan Mirza. And welcome back.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Here comes Obaid. Oh, what a lovely delivery, but played well by as stroked down the wicket, and it's a single. So a solid start, Waji.
Absolutely. I was
two
amazed to
crickets
see them.
has altered the complexion of the game somewhat.
See, this is what you call cricket. Excellent start, and I was amazed by the start they took. Excellent comeback, I would say. Very good. I mean, they're looking very good at 55. It's quite achievable total, which I would say from this point. Captain of the team, Gordon is still there. He's looking in good form.
Yes, and he's facing right now. Obaid has bowled really well since he's come on. And this one's wide outside the off stump. It will be called a wide. So, Adrian Gordon is also looking good, and he's a very dangerous batsman. Has scored 145 not out in the national championship back in 2011. In fact, that year he was a co-MVP and earned a trip to the IPL, where he spent 10 days with Rajasthan Royals.
Excellent youngster.
Yep, and really impressed. Here comes Obaid once again. Oh, good ball.
I'm actually pretty surprised to see you bad because he missed the first match. And the second match he came back, and he's bowling pretty good. He's bowling straight wicket-to-wicket bowling. He's a pretty tall guy. See, he gets some little bit of juice out of the matting too.
Well, he got something there because he wrapped Adrian really hard on the thigh. I don't know if he's not wearing a thigh pad, but he certainly rubbed it there quite a bit. So,
strong young man.
A bit of consolidation required here right now for the U.S. team so that they can get back into a position of strength. They're not in desperate straits, but they definitely don't want to lose another wicket right now.
Definitely.
So it'll be Az on strike, the very tall Az, speaking of height. And it's Yawinder Sharma coming in to the act. He has also bowled well. Yawinder from British Columbia. Oh, a lovely, graceful shot by Az. And that will run down. We can't.
Well, the call was for a 4.
We don't really have a good angle from here, that end of the field, but it went for 4. Glorious shot there by Az. Az started, he started cricket probably as a little boy. Played in New York City High School League.
Well, actually, I had the privilege of talking to this gentleman who just hit the boundary. And this is what he mentioned to me. He goes, I'm going to go in and I'm going to play my game.
Well, I mean, that's how it most of the time should be. That's the thing about cricket. You know, it's a perfect balance of individual and team sport. Very, very unique. I know there's no other sport like it. Here comes Yawinder. Oh,
it was a
lovely
good ball. It was a close call.
It's a close call for Adrian. Yawinder really bowling well here. I was saying earlier, the tremendous leadership he has shown out in British Columbia with the University of Fraser Valley. That team joined American college cricket 2 years before. But then this year, finally, he did all the work, a lot of the work needed, as Adrian lays back and strokes us into the covers.
Absolutely.
To get the team to the national championship all the way down in Florida, that's not easy, I can tell you.
That's not easy. That's not easy. It's a lot of work, and I want people to know, too. The people behind the scene, we really would thank you them and congratulate them because it's a lot of effort. People like you, Lloyd. You know, it's a lot of work behind the scene.
Oh,
Excellent shot by Gordon.
and there's a man down in the deep. Will run in the mid-wicket area, and just a single. So
So we move to 7th over now, 61 for the loss of 2.
and still in good in terms of scoring rate. Still in good position. Just don't want to lose any more wickets at this point.
Absolutely, that's what we talked about in the last game too. They lost some couple of early wickets. It's hard to recover on this kind of matting pitch when you lose a couple of quick wickets.
So Az looking really nice with some lovely looking shots so far, and Gordon, of course, has settled
Gordon is-
in.
I can
So
sense
here's
a
a
big inning from him.
possibility
Yep.
of a good partnership and getting this 202 required for a win. And this would even up the series, the Dream 11
Absolutely.
series,
And
USA
tomorrow,
versus
tomorrow
Canada.
we'll have the final then.
Yes.
So Bad is coming back to the bowling attack again.
And Adrian pulls that one over the inner field, but the man in the deep will run in and they'll get just a single. Oberheat captained the Ryerson team to the Northeast Championship, American College Cricket Northeast Championship. And that was a wide hung leg stump, outside the leg stump. Keeper hopeful after his excellent
Ubaid
display of
appeal,
wicket
yeah.
keeping skills. Of course, he wants a reward for
He wants a
doing
reward
that.
for it.
It doesn't
But
always work that
it
way.
doesn't
though.
always work that way.
Here comes Obaid, right arm. Good ball, stroked
And a good
nicely
ball.
by Az. Az, of course, back in 2011, went with me to the National Baseball Hall of Fame. We were invited there to open an exhibition the Baseball Hall of Fame was doing on cricket, a 10-month exhibition in conjunction with MCC. And a nicely played shot, but let's see if it's in the clear. Yes, it is. It was lofted. And just an easy flick of the wrist, and they'll get 2 for that. And we helped open the exhibition. We went for the ribbon cutting, and then we went back for a cricket exhibition. So we were on the lawns of the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Very unique thing.
When you
Cricket
take the
on
cricket
the
and
National
baseball
Baseball Hall of
national
Fame. And Az was one of the players that went with me. And here he is, and this one he gets the inner edge, goes out to short mid wicket. At the time, he had just started going to NYU Polytechnic. He began college at the age of 17, so very bright young man. Here comes Obaid, right arm. Ooh, and beats him with that one. Wraps the pad. But
That's the line where you really like to bowl. He's not a very quick bowler in the air, but I must tell you, you really like to just keep it nice and straight.
Obaid once more. Short run up. Tall. Right arm. Nice shot there by Az. Flicks this off the pads, and there's a man down there, though, just moving to his left. And just a single. Speaking of wanting rewards for your work, that's a lovely shot, but you only get a single. So it's not
Well-
always the same, you know. You don't always get the reward you expect for the work.
That was a good looking shot though. Once again, it's a bright sunny day today, but we had a very cold last week. So it's just getting a little bit better. It's the starting of the season.
Well, we've been
things will dry up a little bit.
We've
in
been
a couple of
fortunate
weeks.
to play around the weather. Like, be cold this week, and then we come
And
to town and we play, and it's nice. It's There has been some of that over the years. Oh, and he's wrapped on the pad, but going down the leg side. And for instance, there was one year in the Northeast, we played the semis and the finals because we had already shifted it because of rain on a Saturday. And the next day, as Yovinder Sharma comes in bowls, another good ball there. He's bowling really well. And the next day, the city was shut down for Hurricane Sandy.
Oh boy.
So we played on a Saturday, and on the Sunday, the city was shut down for Hurricane Sandy. So we were really fortunate there that year. Of course, the city got badly damaged as
that
plays
will
such
go all
a
the way.
delightful shot. And that's, let's see if that's 6 or 4. Such a
I think 6 will be a
easy-
call. A very good pickup by the batsman.
He just got
Lovely,
that on a
lovely
half
to see
volley,
that shot.
and
It was right in the middle of the bat. We're just gonna wait for the umpire call, and that's a 6.
6 runs. So good shot there. Well, better than a good shot. It was a glorious shot. Deep, straight down the wicket almost. Yovinder. And Yovinder has been bowling excellently.
Well, on the other side, it's good to see USA batting positively this time. Excellent batting, good shots.
Well, they did start off well in that first game, but then a space of a few runs, 4 wickets fell. They had over 50-something runs for 1 wicket, and
For
then
1
they
wicket.
were 50-something for 5. Here comes Yovinder.
Oh, that's an
Gordon.
excellent shot.
I think this one will go
And
on
that
the
will
roof.
go all the way. Beautiful shot.
There seems to
Beautiful
be some
shot.
anger in that shot.
That shows some serious power.
Gordon
Excellent
put that
shots
one
by
onto
Gordon.
the roof.
Montreal was the first one who actually hit the roof this evening.
So we've seen some big shots, but that one there is the biggest so far.
That's like,
Oh,
what would you
no.
say?
He dropped that one short, and there was nothing in the pitch to. And they'll get 2 for that. Again, once the ball hits the ground within the boundary, it's not really running because the outfield is a bit soft.
What would you say how many meters it would be?
I don't know, but
80 some meters,
have you seen
77
anyone hit the
something.
ball on the roof?
Oh,
here
that
since
was
you've been?
that was the biggest one today. I witnessed.
And Jordan swings this run around.
He wants
but
to
this
go
one
for
is
every
along the
ball.
ground, and it's 4 runs. Lovely shot there by Gordon, getting down on his knees and getting 4 runs.
So I would say Gordon's on fire right now.
It's
Every
7
ball
to
he
6
wants
for
to,
two.
he decided to take. The charge, he wants to go after the bowler.
81, sorry, for 2. And we're in the 10th over. So a scoring rate right now of over 8. Loss of 2 wickets. And Gordon with his eye in, I think it's safe to say.
Yep.
And as has been looking good.
The partnership is looking good overall. They both are settled down. Gordon's obviously the danger man.
So it'll be Obaid. Once again. Right arm. Comes in. Nice ball, but turned away. Long leg will get it. And there'll be a single.
81 for 2, 10 overs.
You're watching the Dream 11 series, USA versus Canada. And Canadian College Cricket
College
is
Cricket.
sponsored by Black Ash. So support our sponsors. Help make all of this possible. And we've a long way to go as Gordon swivels around and gets this down off the pads. The umpire says it's a leg by. And our sponsors help make this happen. The USA MVP will get a Renegade cricket bat. It's a good ball,
It's a good offer.
good shot, but there's a man in the deep. That's Yugrao in the deep, and it's just a single. Puts Gordon back on strike.
The danger man is back now.
So Obaid will be pondering his next move as he walks back to his mark. Now comes running in.
Obi.
Yes.
Oh, that's a
And
treat to watch that
this one
shot.
is it in
And that will
there
go all
with
the way.
6-2. And that's
Excellent
6 more to
shot.
Gordon. I guess Obaid will have to do some more pondering.
Well, I tell you right now, Gordon is on fire and he's a danger man. He will go all the way now.
Here
The
comes
run rate
Obaid.
from this point too.
Nice chap shot there, and they'll get at least one. Dive in save.
And it's good to see him while he's hitting the boundaries. He's not afraid of taking singles and rotating the strike as well.
Yes, I mean, that's actually a good thing. That sometimes the hard hitted balls don't really do.
Don't really do that, and we
Yeah.
have a couple of examples for that.
Yeah, I think
like
we do.
Noman Aslam.
Yes. Here comes Obaid. Right arm. And this is nicely played away by Az Kima into the short mid-wicket area. Mid-wicket will run in, and they get a single.
And that also shows the confidence the captain has, on the other player, and he's building a strong partnership with Gordon.
But Az, yeah. Now, the score is 95 for 2.
As we move in the 10th over.
After 10 overs.
After 10
so
overs.
a pretty good scoring rate at the halfway point, 9.5. Really going for. They're now after 11 overs.
11 overs.
Sorry. So just under 9. So pretty good position to be in. Chasing 200, trying to get to 202. Chasing the 201 for 5 that Canadian College Cricket made in their 20 overs. So.
And last 5 overs, they built a strong partnership. And also, because the score, what the run rate Gordon is doing right now, he's doing an excellent job for his team.
Here's Minaj.
Hassan
Seems to be a
Mirza
leg spin.
took a brave decision and put Minhaj on bowling. He's a part-time spinner. Does the job well.
Well, sometimes, that's what you need to do when you're bowlers as well as they're bowling. Oh, and this one, and that's what we were talking about. And that's the breakthrough.
And that's end of the Gordon. Excellent inning.
That's exactly what you put on somebody like that for. It's the unexpected. It's not one of your main strike bowlers. And
we were
he
just
can-
talking about a part-time bowler.
He can get the breakthrough when the batsman tries to go after him. So the key wicket of Adrian Gordon going there. 95 now for 3 in the 12th over. And still lots of good batting to come for the U.S. But of course, they would have preferred Gordon to stay there with the way he
Absolutely,
was
with
going.
the settled batsman he was, and it will not be an easy way up to the 20th over.
The thing about his style of batting as well is that he tends to go over the top, which is what really can get you the runs when you have fielders in the deep.
Absolutely.
Well, at the wicket now with Askima is Vic Jairam.
What a gamble, I tell you, Hassan Mirza did, and that did worked out pretty well for him.
Vic Jairam starts off well, but there's a man down in the deep, and it'll just be a single. So, two very tall players at the wicket right now. Vic is at least 6'3" or 6'4", and Askima is about 6'4" or 6'5". So,
it's all guys.
Very.
Well, it's good to see right and left hand batsmen.
And they're right and left hand. Their problem is sometimes I have to take pictures standing next to them. So. So word of appreciation for the field we're playing on. Toronto District Cricket Association. That one's wide outside the off stump. It is called a wide by the umpire. Toronto District Cricket Association providing its support and its facilities for this event. And this is turned away nicely by Vic, the left-hander. And backward point will run around and keep it a single. Puts Askima back on strike. He's been there for a bit, looking good, stroking the ball well. So he might be the one to go after the bowler now.
Absolutely. Well, he's a settled batsman right now at the pitch.
And he cuts this one down to the third man area. Will he get 4? Yes, it runs
And
away
that
to the
will run on the
boundary.
board.
A nice cut there, late. And it went fine to the third man position for 4. So, as add in 4 to the total, brings up the USA 100. And for the loss of 2 wickets. For the loss of 3
Oh,
wickets.
that's a
I'm
lovely
sorry.
shot. And that will go all the way. Actually, no, there was
a fielder in
there's a
coming
fielder
around
down
in the
there.
deep. Yeah, our vantage point, we didn't see him. And it's the end of the over. Well, what a successful over by Minaj. Coming in unexpectedly, as you said, and getting the breakthrough, a key breakthrough by
key
getting the
breakthrough, I
wicket
would
of
say.
Adrian Gordon. And must be as happy as a lark right now.
Well, it was a treat to watch Gordon play.
Yes, and the ball hitting the rooftop and pretty high on the roof as well.
Well, that was the biggest 6 we witnessed today.
Exactly.
102 for 3. 13 done.
So after 13 overs, it's 102
So
for loss of 3
a smart
wickets.
move by Hassan Mirza, the captain of Canadian College cricket team. They're going to put the spinner, Saad bin Zafar. Saad bin Zafar is also he
Nice
plays for
shot.
Canadian College, Canadian cricket international team for Canada.
And that one was put in the gap, a cover drive there by Askima, who that's his second boundary right now in consecutive balls he's faced. So he is looking to take over the Adrian Gordon role of attacking the bowling, as rightly so. He's been there a bit. He's settled and his eyes are in, and he's looking good.
Absolutely, mind you, we're in after 13 over, we're in 14th over, and there is a run rate to catch too. They probably have this thing in their mind too.
Saad, a left-hander, made his mark in American college cricket a couple of years ago. He'd already played for Canada before that. And this one is hit by and this is a bit hits right where the players are sitting in the pavilion.
Oh, I missed that 6.
Well, it barely missed the players too.
Oh boy. So we are seeing some big shots from US players here.
So the score moves up to 112 for 3 in the 14th over. And another one. And this is another big 6. That is another one that would have hit the roof if it hadn't been just wide of the building.
Biggie.
Yeah.
I must tell you, that was a biggie. Saad bin Zafar is not used to on this side of the road.
This indignity, yeah.
He usually it's a one-way road from he usually bowls very good. He's not used to on this kind of shots at all. And so they are doing.
So 118 for 3, USA right now versus Canada in the Dream 11 series. And this is like fantasy cricket.
Absolutely. I love to see that kind of cricket. And it is good comeback. They came back strong. And we said, well composed. They're playing like a team. It looks like they're here to play. And looks settled. The back foot, he plays Saad bin Zafar. Looking good.
Yes. So the end of that over, it's 118 for 3. And we have Askima on I'll give you the score update in a second. On 3rd and 9 with 3 big 6s and 3 4s.
118. 118. 118. 14 done.
Well, there's
Here
your
we have
score
some
update.
I believe from Ram perspective, you probably heard everybody.
I don't have to give a score update now.
So it's 18.
It's the left-handed Vic Jairam on strike, and
So the
Vic
part-time.
Vic fishes is at that outside the off stump, doing a little fishing vacation here for Vic.
Well, that will be tricky to watch how they play
And I'll run away for 4.
Manhaj, and that will go for 4.
So Vic Jairam benefits from that edge, and ball runs away for 4. So the USA score moves up to 122 for 3 in the 15th over. So this is an exciting game here right now. Manhaj. And they run a scamper quick single as well, they should. Get Askima on strike. As has been having a go at it. 2 mighty 6s in the previous over. The 2 deliveries he
Well, I'm
faced.
telling you, those were some
Last 2
hits.
deliveries, yep. So here comes Manhaj. Oh, and a mighty swing outside the off stump. And
See, that's the way with the part-time spinners. They can be very tricky to play sometime.
yes,
And I have seen that.
gets him on the pad.
So
No,
he is doing
no.
what captain wants him to do.
Yeah, at this point, 2 dot balls is very valuable.
You know, dot balls.
The Canadian team doesn't necessarily have to take wickets. If they can get dot balls, they're doing good. So that's another mighty 6. Yep. There's only so many dot
That
balls
was
you can
a
get
biggie
against
too.
Askima at this point. And that one went over the deep mid-off for 6. It looked to be 6 from the moment it left the bat.
As we saw the Gordon talking to his players, he probably missed the action too.
That's
Well, that was looking
45
good.
now for Askima. The right-handed NYU Polytechnic batsman. Also played high school cricket in the New York City High School League. A lot of people are not aware that the New York City High Schools have a cricket league, very large, over 30 teams, or just about 30 teams. And that has been going on now for 7 years. He also played in the NYPD Youth League. That too has been going on for about 6 years. And then he went to NYU Polytechnic as a 17-year-old and started playing American college cricket.
Sadbir Zafar is back in the strike. Back in bowling now.
No, it was an attempted stump in. And
I believe it was called no from the leg umpire for some reason. And there was a no ball.
so no ball called.
They were probably talking.
We were not clear what was going on there.
Bowler
And
will not be happy with
And
this.
the good thing about it for the USA team is that it puts Askima on strike. So Saad was treated very harshly by as in the previous over, and we'll be trying to redeem that right now. So the left arm, Saad bin Zafar, is played for the Canada national team. Here he is. And this is nicely played. Is there a man down there? And yes, they get 2. And that's one of the reasons he was putting the previous balls over the top. That man in the deep stopped that boundary. And as moves on to 47. 131 for the last 3 wickets, USA. And this is stroked nicely but well fielded in the mid-off area.
So I would say it's a strong comeback from Saad bin Zafar from the previous blows from the batsman in the previous over. Those were some mighty 6s he hit.
Yeah. Speaking of mighty 6s, let's see where this one goes. And it's dropped in the deep mid-wicket area by the fielder. So, as lives, he didn't quite get a hold of that one to
Well,
get it over the boundary. So,
he is living dangerously at this point.
well, that's the first chance he's had. So he's struck the ball very safely, well over the
And
boundary.
from this point too, obviously they need to score a lot. And I think it's the game is under control right now.
135 for 3.
And 15th, 16th over.
I believe we're in the 16th over.
16th over. They need to score a lot of runs, and they have wickets in hand, Lloyd.
And he puts this one high in the air. Will that go over the boundary? It definitely does.
Oh boy.
So Askima brings up his 50 with not a mighty 6.
Those were some big
Yeah.
sixes. Oh boy.
So the score now 141 for 3. After, we'll just double check the number of overs.
This over's done. 16 overs done.
So
16 overs gone, 141 per 3. And now what they need from this point is 60 runs.
61 runs.
61 runs in the next 60 runs.
In
61
4
runs in
overs.
4 overs. That'll be 20, 15, pretty much what?
4 into,
What will be the average?
I'll tell you in a second. Basically 15 runs.
15
and over.
runs and over. And that is quite doable.
They've
With-
been doing
with the
it.
mighty hitting,
Yeah, a
What
couple
they're
of
doing right
sixes.
now. They have wickets in hand. And I believe they put themselves in a position where they can go all in now from this point. There was only 4 overs left.
And
excellent,
of course,
excellent batting from US side. Excellent comeback from the last game. See, that kind of cricket is a very positive cricket once again.
Yeah, we're
they're
seeing
playing.
some great cricket here right now. So exciting,
Exciting
game.
comeback.
The entire game has been exciting because as we saw some great batting from Canada, we were also seeing some good bowling from the US. And then now, of course, some excellent batting by the US. Though the Canadian bowling has not been bad at all. So
The danger man. The danger man was on the other side. Oh, that would be the right thing to just rotate the strike and give the danger man the strike. He should just take the single. Actually, he's gone. And there was a stump out.
Guys. So apparently that was a stump in. I'm sorry, we were distracted for a bit. Not exactly
A commentary box we have here.
ideal
Ideal
conditions.
comment.
So Vic Jairam goes. On the positive side for the US, it's not Askima who really took over where Adrian Gordon left off. And that's Vic Jairam.
No, I mean, I should have. I was
Having an explanation for his being stumped.
So Vic got out on 6 runs.
Still performed a valuable function of
Absolutely.
just being at the other end, giving the strike to Askima. And at this stage, you don't really want a batsman staying around unless they're hitting the ball well. 4 overs left. 61 runs to get. At the rate they've been going and with wickets in hand, this is very doable. But it's Nikhil Datta in, and this one struck down the wicket. They'll get at least a run here. Nikhil, of course.
Nikhil, of course,
has
is not an
been-
easy bowler to hit on.
Well, I'd put it differently. He has been devastating
Devastating.
last year or two. So
Over the last, actually, 2 years, he proved himself an excellent spinner. Bat and ball, both, actually.
yes,
A
we
good
saw an
all-rounder, a
excellent
good
innings
athlete.
from him to scored over 50.
Humble guy.
very delightful to have a conversation with.
Present
Uh,
personality this guy
yeah,
has.
very much appreciates what we're doing with American college cricket. I've had a couple of conversations with him where he really expresses admiration and support for what we're doing. Here he comes, right arm. And this one, let's see, will that clear the boundary or will the fielder get to it? And he does get to it, but he drops it. So the second drop catch Askimo benefiting from in the last couple of shots after really tearing into the bowling without any mistakes prior to
Absolutely.
that.
See, after putting 200 score on the board, Canadian college cricket team they were in a comfort zone, and they actually did put them in pressure. That's what the shots do, create pressure. And as you said, Loyal, it is quite doable.
So they run a hard two there as well.
They're
They
running
should
hard.
from that pull into the mid-wicket area, and they get the 2 runs that they needed. And that's the kind of running you want to have at any stage, but especially a stage right now as we get a shot of our photographer, Anya, has been doing a magnificent job all day, and she's also been our on-camera interviewer.
I would thank you, Josh, too.
Here I believe, as apparently that bat was not hitting the ball well enough, so he had to change the bat.
Well, the other
Yeah.
bat was hitting the boundaries and the roof now in a way it's going to go now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
And I've seen a lot of batsmen do that. They actually do play with the bat for first couple of overs with a different bat, and then when it comes to like literally slog and hit high and hit it, they change the bat to a heavier bat.
okay.
So that should be the idea behind changing the bat right now.
He swings this one from Nikhil from the offside, and they get a single to the
'Cause let me-
mid-wicket area.
Because let me tell you, when you move into 16th over and 17th over, there's not much juice left in the ball. So it is hard for his batsman perspective to hit the ball over while he's hitting over the roof.
I see. So there's your explanation. As left-handed. Ooh, and he swings at that one there, kicking very quickly behind the wicket by the wicket keeper. And we'll let you know who the batsman is. A left-handed batsman is
145.
145 for 4, 3 overs left, and it's 57 runs needed. So that over there by Nikhil really ate into the scoring rate, caused it to dip significantly, and now the challenge is even greater for the U.S. team. But Askima is there, and if he can continue striking the ball onto the rooftop, that 57 is very reachable. So let's see what happens here. Hassan Mirza, the captain, has come in. And they'll get 2 there. They should be going for 2. No reason to settle for 1. And they do. So Az is back on strike, as his total moves up to Hassan Mirza once more. Az takes a swing outside the off stump and
A lot of
misses.
people probably don't know about Hassan Mirza, being the privileged brother as Hassan Mirza. He used to be a fast bowler. With the injury he had, and he became a spinner. And over the years, he's proved himself as a very excellent spinner.
And there's the breakthrough that could possibly seal it for Canadian college cricket. The wicket of Az Kima. And a celebrating Canadian team as walks back to the pavilion.
So Hassan Mirza, the captain, got them the breakthrough.
After playing a delightful innings. Really entertain us with some powerful shots for sixes, consecutive sixes, sixes that would have walloped the roof and getting the cheers of his teammates on the Dream 11 USA team. So Canada now much more confident at this point, Wedgie.
Yeah, I would say so. Well, it's cricket we can't really say till it's over, and we still have 3 overs at this point, and they still, mind you, they still have wickets in hand.
That is true. That's 6 wickets in hand. So I believe that's why Norris Gascott went to the wicket. He's been known to take a swing, and basically that's all you want to do right now to get those runs. Hit it over the top.
Absolutely.
A couple of sixes in each over.
Two
And
sixes would do the job right.
here comes Hassan Mirza, Canadian college cricket captain. And he drops it short, and there's no bounce in that pitch. So the ball almost creeps through. Norris, the 2014 John Bart King Award winner from Harvard, of course, as Hassan bowls flights that one a bit outside the off stump. And another swing at it by Norris. So, here comes Hassan once more. And he's definitely doing the job that's needed here. Dot ball after dot ball. And this effectively is.
So I believe that was the end of the 18th over.
And 147 for 5. At this point, it would really take
some serious hitting. Well, I would love to see Gordon back in this action again.
Well,
and that is quite doable with the Chima.
Yeah. So, but it's
50-odd runs from this point in 2 overs looks a little difficult.
So last March we had a new champion, University of Texas Dallas, as the left-hander, and Tushan Pillai takes a swing at that, and they'll go for 2, as they might as well.
Saad bin Zafar. Well, I will also take this opportunity to tell you this is a sponsored tournament by Black Ash with Canadian College Cricket Team, and that Saad bin Zafar plays for a Canada team. Ball's good. Catches the call. It's a single. Catches the call again. And that will drop safely. Batsman will run for 2.
So up to about the
19th over now. I believe they have this frame of mind now that it is not doable at this point.
Well, up to the 17th over, it was a pretty exciting game. It was definitely uh, possible that the USC team would win. Could win the game by chasing down that total.
That
But
was
then,
quite
of
doable,
course,
yeah.
once and even with the fall of Adrian Gordon's wicket, Askima took over the hitting,
And he kept going.
and he definitely was within reach. But once his wicket fell, I think that was just about it. And after the 17th over, it was no longer, I guess, possible. So that's where we're at right now. It looks like this will be a victory for Canada, but a well-fought game, and certainly
yeah, I
sets
see.
us up for a great third match, because even though at this point the Canadian team have won the trophy, the 1844 Jodah Trophy, definitely there's pride online, and the American team will want to redeem itself by
By at least the one
by
match.
at least the
One
winning
victory,
a match.
one winning,
yeah.
yes.
So we're looking for and the performance that they've put up today.
That actually showed some serious confidence, and once again, it was a good comeback from US. It really, at this point, it doesn't matter what the result is. It looks like Canada Cricket College team would win this match as well, but they did come back hard.
Oh,
We have
absolutely, yeah.
witnessed some good sixes from Gordon. We have seen some good boundaries, good overall performance. Bowling was good.
Some great shots actually on both sides, both teams, and he stumped.
And it was a stump. It was given out. So we are in the last over.
Avinash, wear a helmet, man.
As we were discussing about the Chima conversation, he just walked in and he said he remembered what I said to him. He played some serious good shot, Ali Chima. So we are in the last over.
It'll be Nickel Dutta to
Yep.
wrap up things for Canada. It'll be Nickel Dutta to wrap up things for Canada. Avinash Chetipalli will be the batsman on strike. And fittingly, Nickel will bowl this last over in what is clearly a second victory for the Canadian team.
Absolutely.
But a well-fought game.
Well
and
fought game from
we
both sides.
We saw some delightful cricket, so I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow, which should be very exciting considering what we saw in the second game.
And I hope the condition will be a little more drier tomorrow. We had a good day today. The sun was out.
Yeah,
So I hope that we will see some juice in the matting too.
if there's no
tomorrow.
any rain in the morning or so, then it could be even better for batting.
Well, in 2020, we would like to see some good shots like Gordon hit and Chima did. That was some mighty blows from both of the players, I'm telling you. Hitting the roof. So that's the end of the match.
And that's a win for Canada. Second win, effectively getting the 1844 Jodah Trophy. But we will be playing the third game tomorrow. The USA team will be trying to build on this performance today and come away
Absolutely.
with a win tomorrow.
Absolutely, and
And
whoever is watching right now would like to take this opportunity to mention to check it out our page too. Cricket North America, we have different events coming up. It's a team ball tournament we are having for the charity event for Nepal, and that is happening on the 13th of June, and that's in Powerade Center. So please do come. It's a family event, and support the cause.
oh, absolutely, that's a cause, a worthy cause to support. As we watch the teams greeting each other, shaking hands, it has been an exciting second game here. Join us tomorrow at 12 o'clock for the final game in the series. The USA will be looking to come away with a win, whilst of course Canada will be looking to get a
Happy faces
complete
coming back.
whitewash if they can.
Well, I would love to see them come back hard, and I really believe they can come back hard tomorrow. USA played some good inning. So thank you very much, everybody, for taking your time and watching us. We'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock.